N.O.R.E, man. Right now, when it comes to HD, it's that Tidal subscription,
We
y'all.
on Tidal, man. You can catch us early over there, tidal.com/drinkchamps. 6 days off. Let's go.
And we might give you a deal if you say you could cut my toenails.
Don't do it.
One love. What it good be? Hopefully it's what it should be. This is your boy N.O.R.E.
What up? It's DJ EFN.
And it's Jack Thriller, the one-eyed nigga. Come on.
And this is Drink Champs. Happy hour, man. Right now, I have to introduce our guest. Hold on, I gotta introduce the guest.
I just have to say, I get really nervous when...
Hold on, I gotta introduce the guest. Listen, let me tell you something. This guy belongs on everybody's Mount Rushmore. He came here, he not only destroyed us, destroyed the whole show. It was one of our funniest shows we ever had, ever. People were calling us, they were telling us how funny this man is, and how much he destroyed the show. We wanted to have him back. This man,
nigga, I can't follow all that.
Hold on. This man was dropping a movie with, he's playing 6 different motherfuckers.
That's crazy.
He got to be out of his mind from doing this. You seen him when he played a dwarf. Do not say midget. That is not properly correct.
I don't think dwarf is nice either.
No, I thought little person.
Little person.
He played a little person. He played a white girl.
You call him a dwarf, maybe
and now he's
worse.
playing 6 different people. If you don't know who I'm talking about, we talking about the incredible Marlon Wayans.
Down. Yes. There's a lot of Hispanics here. I almost built the wall.
But not these Hispanics.
You built the wall here?
Hispanics is the new
I thought Arabs is that's not right. Call them Arabs.
You fucking everybody in here.
Arabs?
Okay, so
but ain't nothing like the chicks, you know what I mean? Fucking everybody. You say the most racist shit.
Nah. Okay, so listen. We've had you on the show before. It was the most hilarious thing. Let's get straight into
we
the
held him hostage before.
I'm hostage now. There's no air. There's no windows.
Listen, first off, we want to thank you for when you went on the show and they talked about the show. You said Drink Champs. You addressed us as Drink Champs. I appreciate that. But let's move on.
It was some white people shit too.
It was some white people shit. I thought he was going to avoid us. I thought he was going to say.
He could have easily did.
Yeah. I thought he was going to say my homeboy show.
I'm getting a little high right now.
But no one's even smoking yet.
It's not smoke
It's
yet.
not lit.
Oh my God.
And don't worry, he's certified mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
CPR in the house. I know the guy. Come on, man. That whole corner right there.
They're all certified. They're all certified.
They smell like patanes and bacalao right there. That's the bacalao corner.
Papote.
You still working? Papote. That nigga job is just some old weirdo. Papote, get that shit going. Nigga.
So
there's a sweatshop with Papote.
Damn. I can't. All right.
Next time I come, y'all gonna blow up. You're gonna have 2 papotes. Papote and delirio right there, nigga.
All right. So look, let's start from what we promoting right now.
Yes.
Right now we see the trailer for Netflix. It seems like you and Netflix is having a great time. Opposite of Monique, not like Monique. It's a different relationship from you.
Wow.
But
look. Here's the thing about Monique. You can't be mad at anybody trying to get their money. It's just trying to get money, trying to get your money. You know. Now I don't know about some.
Did you have her back when she was negotiating
against
tactic?
it? I mean, I wasn't gonna be like I'm picking a Netflix.
Okay,
but
cool.
look, I'm not mad at anybody going to get their money. Go get your money. I hope she does make what she make. But there's a difference between I want $50 million a picture.
Goddamn, make some noise for that. Goddamn.
In the meantime, I just do what I do to try and get to the point to where I could go, now
What was the first special you had with Netflix?
That was Wokish.
Wokish. Okay. So now this is your second with Netflix.
This isn't a special.
This is a movie.
This is a straight movie.
This is a movie.
Is this going to theaters? Because I know they did that with Scorsese right now.
Y'all ask me a lot of questions. Y'all know I'm high. There's too many questions. Like,
it's actually one question.
This is not cool.
Fuck.
Okay, go.
Is it going to theaters at all? Because Scorsese just did some new shit I never seen on Netflix that is going to theaters.
Word?
Yeah, Scorsese.
This is going straight to Netflix.
Okay.
I think it is a great theater experience. Like, I'm gonna go see a screening of it right now, but it plays well with the audience because it's big, laugh out loud comedy. We haven't had a big comedy like this in a long time. So I mean, it would be great in the theaters. But the great thing about Netflix is you do that shit at home, watch it with the family,
Right,
all
absolutely,
for the low price of $13.99 a month.
Yo, let me just tell you something. If y'all want to make noise for that, y'all can. Okay, y'all don't have to.
Can you keep that window open, please?
Some of y'all niggas don't got Netflix. I
Can
understand.
y'all give me like 5 minutes to go outside and like just breathe and then come back?
You sure?
We got a tube right there that goes right outside.
He ain't gonna come back, dog. Don't believe him. He's not coming back. Don't do it.
Do you have a beer?
Yes, we got a beer.
Yes.
Do we?
There you go.
Yes.
Greedy ass.
Both they made this in his house.
Now, where's the other type of beer you gave me last time?
Oh, see, I told you he was gonna ask for that. I told you he was
What's
gonna
this
ask for
shit?
that. That's Dominican beer.
Dominican beer.
That's Dominican
Oh,
beer.
no. It's getting closer.
Mexican?
I don't trust Dominicans because they don't know they niggas. They niggas that speak
No,
fluent
the Dominicans here. No,
What's that?
Stella?
Nah, I ain't like when you said Stella. Sound like you drink that shit and I turn albino like you.
Oh, what did I got you? I got you.
By the way, for the people
That is the
listening,
most racist shit I've never fucking seen. This nigga bought about 40 hours in a recycle bottle. Ain't this some shit?
that's not the original
Is
bottle.
that real shit? You might as well put a water bottle on the table. I ain't drinking this shit.
What the fuck is that?
Last time I drank this shit, I had 2 kids. So.
Oh man.
So what made you get the idea of actually playing? Because to me, all jokes aside, I think this is your Nutty Professor. I think this is when you like everyone puts you to the next plateau. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally looked at it and I was like, wow. I didn't see the whole thing, but I'm like, yo, this is his. You know, everyone needs that one role to like push him over to the top. Like, not to say you're not at the top
And
already.
me, I need
but-
7 roles in
but
one
you-
movie.
Yeah, but that was hard. That was
crazy.
beautiful.
That's
Because
It's an impossible task.
so how did you come up with this? Is this script you wrote? Because I think you
There was a
directed
script
it.
that a guy, Mike Locke, wrote the script, and then Rick and I did a rewrite on the script. And,
Who directed it?
Mike Titus, who directs all about
Mike
movies.
Tyson.
Mike
Titus.
Titus.
Oh, buddy.
They must have beef.
Buddy.
I don't know.
This nigga high.
Papa
Mike Tyson on the set.
Papa
Listen, I'm high, right? And every time I look at you and I see a little eye roll, it make me scared. Your eyes scares me. You need a patch, nigga. Or change your shades. You got the music soul child. Like,
Oh, you know about that.
they need to be a little dimmer. Like, nigga, you got clear shades on it. We see eyes. I need to be a little darker so I can be like, dude, that nigga's eye.
So he wrote the script, and then you sat there. And
That's how you know a girl loves you. Like, can I shine your eyeball, baby?
Now, in the script, was it meant for you to play all 6 roles, or that was something you thought of?
That was, it was meant for me to play all 6 roles.
Damn, man.
Yo, niggas about to run.
I didn't even jump on that one, my nigga. Like,
Shit. It's been a long time.
I'm not letting niggas pop this no more. By the way, this is 50 Cent Champagne. How do you pronounce this, Jack?
Le Chim de Wa. It's the King's Pass.
Shem Dawa?
Le Chim de Wa.
50 know he don't know
It
how to pronounce
sound
this
like,
shit neither.
it sound like a gunshot when a
50 can't
motherfucker
pronounce.
open
He
up.
from Southside. He can't pronounce this. Come on, I can't pronounce
see
it
it?
either.
That bottle
Let's
looks
swing.
crazy. It looks
Would you
good.
like a glass of champagne? sir?
No, but I just want, nigga, I could wear this on it.
That's hard.
Nigga, come get that shit. That's what niggas should do. Nigga, just keep refilling it with champagne. Now, you know we didn't finish one question that you asked me.
I know, because it's you fucking crazy.
That's bullshit. You got me high and
No.
open the window.
So then, alright, so now, let's take it from the time where you say, alright, cool.
Alright, so here's the thing.
6 fucking different people.
6 different people. And here's the thing, like everybody, and you know,
Now, you're not a method actor, are you?
yeah, I'm a method. I grew up method, but I'm not like one of them guys that
That stay in that role?
Yeah,
like you
I
walk
can't.
around, so your name is Matt Kemp, you just walking around Matt Kemp,
Nah.
hitting baseballs all
I
day.
ain't doing
You
that
ain't doing
shit.
all that.
I'm
Cool.
playing the
Jimmy
crackhead. I ain't going out to suck some dick. That's what it is. I ain't gonna be smoking crack now. I'm an actor.
Nah, look.
Okay. So, all right, go ahead. What happened?
What is your purpose here? You ain't saying shit. You were talking. You were talking and just drink champagne. You ain't done shit, Sextra. Just stay on your own back there. Okay, like I was saying.
Sextuplets.
They coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, so, nigga, what you asking?
Sextuplets. All right, you came there. You said there were 6 different roles. How
Yes.
do you prepare for yourself? Because like we just touched on, like method acting is you dive into one role. So how the fuck do you dive into 7? Because like you said, you're playing yourself. The
This is
person,
how you
and
know.
then plus the other 6.
This is how you know you're meant to do it. Is it wasn't like this hard process for me. This is what I'm gifted to do. I seen it as I'm reading the script. I go, oh, here's a voice I can do for this one, and here's the character I'm gonna make on this one. This one I want to look like this. So I'm building these as I'm reading it and as I'm rewriting it and going, oh, you know what character I could do, and I'm building the character. So I never, when we say action, I can dip from each character depending. I never mess up. I improvise in the character's voice. I'm able to improvise and work with myself. Like I'm doing a movie with myself. The whole movie. It's like, and what's dope is, listen, all praises to Richard Pryor, who, you know,
Which Way Is Up?
Which Way Is Up.
Right.
But and Eddie took it to the next level when he
With
did
Nutty Professor?
Nutty Professor, when he did
The Clumps.
the Clumps, and when he also did Coming to America.
and Barbershop,
I mean, you understand?
Well,
This
Coming
is
to America was
Brooklyn.
first.
these are the movies that inspired me, you know, and everybody's been inspired by somebody. Like Pryor was inspired by Sellers, Peter Sellers, and also he's a big Charlie Chaplin fan.
Right.
Charlie Chaplin played multiple characters. I think it was in A Dictator. So this is something that people have done, but if you're gonna do it, you got to take it to the next level. And I think what we did was we did like motion capture. So it's not like cutaways. When Eddie did it, it was like a cutaway here, a cutaway there, cutaway there, lock off. So when we do it, the camera's moving. I'm in the scene with myself. There's 4 of me in the scene.
Is this like
I'm
a
talking
dummy,
to
is there a
myself.
dummy person like doing it with you? Like is this
So you just
like you know what I
moving
mean?
in?
Well, it was, yeah,
It'll be like a nigga like looking like
we
that.
had Jack Triller ass niggas to do. No, but people basically that was like body doubles and stand-ins, and, but a lot of times we just moved them and put sticks, and that's what because I'm gonna replace them. So their reactions don't really mean nothing to me because I'm replacing them. So I gotta remember what I did the day before. Everybody thought I was crazy, so I was doing this one scene,
I think you're crazy.
and I'm like this, and I was talking to my sister, and she was like, and she was all up in my face like this, and I went like this, and he was like, yo, my director was like, yo, Cut, what are you doing? I said, nigga, trust me. So the next day when I did Dawn, I said, motherfucker, you're not, and I hit Alan in his head. And so when I did this to match this from yesterday, they were like, oh shit, you're seeing this shit.
But most geniuses are psycho like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean crazy, I didn't mean it.
Okay, you
No,
own
I'm
that.
crazy as fuck. Here's the thing, I'm a good crazy though. I'm sweating, it's hot. Shit, take
You sweating in your pants?
Take your jacket off.
We know your style.
And a heterosexual one. And a heterosexual
We
one.
needed that. Hey, nigga, take your drawers off. You cold? You cold, nigga? Hey, take your drawers off. We all gonna sit with our drawers off, nigga. You cold? I ain't gay, but and I mean that the most manly type of way. Take your drawers off, kindly.
A little bit.
If you feel like it, or just like pull your balls out to the side. Don't take them off. Take them off a little suspect, but just pull the balls out the side, and maybe let your dick hang a little bit. No more suggestions from you.
We got the shine papers. We smoking that good shine papers.
Wait, did you have, was it costumes, different costume
Was
changes?
that a commercial you just did?
Yeah,
You nigga just did a commercial. That was a weed head commercial right there, didn't it? Shout out to Shine Blood Papers. Smoke yourself into stupidity. Get that good cancer in you. Get that good shit.
It wasn't even no friends.
You get high with your son. You can't start hit this shit. Then you go and now go play good and bad. Do good in school, son. What's your grades like? You was a terrible student, huh? What's your grade? Are you still in school?
Good kid, man.
We gonna get him.
He lying. What is that? What is that?
It's weed spray.
Stop it.
Cartier. You love Cartier. Come on.
You'll wake up here tomorrow.
We ain't happy right now.
That's
Baby.
crazy. Would you like some champagne?
You get niggas high, you spray
This is
weird
50 cent
shit.
champagne. You might
get
owe money if you don't
commercials
take a sip.
Let's
You might owe money if you don't take a sip.
Nigga, is that your core?
This is Cartier.
Hey, here, look.
That shit smells like
Have
your
a
core.
smoke check.
That's smoke chat.
Smoke check.
That's smoke.
It's really good stuff.
What is it?
Look, check it out.
Open it up.
Check it out.
Open it up.
Check it out.
Open it
No,
up.
nigga, fart in the bottle? What is it?
Smoke check.
Come on now. Come on, Marlon. You know what that is. Come on now.
Wait. There's white shit on it. Somebody put cocaine on the outside of the bottle.
Nah, CBD.
So they don't.
CBD powder.
Best of both
Nigga got
worlds.
an ashy blunt, nigga. Nigga blunt need lotion. You smoke anything. I'm convinced. That shit look like a zombie finger, nigga.
It's available all over California.
All over
In your dispensary store, Smoke Chaps. Make sure you go pick that up. Oh my God.
So you just here selling products and using me. Fuck my interview. Yo, drink beer. N.O.R.E. beer.
We gotta tell you about it.
Yo, be sure to get Wheaties. N.O.R.E. presents Drink Champs Wheaties. They are all weed. Snoop on the cover of this box right here.
Here's that, y'all.
Oh no. When you were doing that,
You gonna hit that shit and you gonna start walking again. And then you remind a nigga, hey yo, Julio, you can't walk. I can't.
so there's no script read when you're doing these
Now
characters.
you got a question. You can talk, just cover this eye when you talk. It's fucking up, give me the creeps. Shit. Nobody gonna tell this nigga it's giving me the creeps? Your eye is scary, Jack. I'm the one to say that shit to you for 20 fucking years.
I never knew you felt that way.
It's hard to talk to you because I can't look you in the eye. 'Cause I don't know if that shit is contagious, nigga. And I'll be, next time you see me, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? I'll show with Jack. Okay, go.
Yeah, it's the script read. Like, you know what I'm saying? How do you find out if you want to do these parts, which one you going to play and whatnot? Who helps you?
When I write this, when we get a script like this script, normally we come up with the concepts ourselves.
Okay.
And
but Tyson
stop
did it this
blowing
time.
it my way. I'm sorry. You're doing that intentionally.
He does that unintentionally.
Actually, I'm the end of the conversation.
He's a foul nigga, man.
I'm just saying, I'm ending the conversation. The nigga's interested, man. He's interested, man.
You can't get me high and ask me questions. I can't finish the question.
Sorry, that's the whole point of it.
Why are you wearing a fucking power hat on this goddamn show? Stop wearing free shit. Stop wearing free shit, Jack.
I'm supporting the team, man. Come on.
That's real.
If I was working for you, Marlon, I'd be wearing your shit too. Hey, come on now. Is anything wrong with that? Is anything? We about to come back for season 6 of Power. Hey. Come on, man.
You think I would let you work for me?
I know you would.
Picture you in a Marlon shirt.
I asked Marlon, could I be on some shit a long time ago?
You got body like an old orangutan. Go ahead. All right, Gabe, what's
the script read? When you preparing for this role and whatnot, who helps you do that when it's sextuplets?
Nobody. I mean, you know, what you do is when you're playing everybody, my nephew, who was my stand-in on the movie, we go and work out, and then we run lines, and my assistant Ashley, I just run lines, and half the time, I don't really like to learn the lines, because I'm too busy trying to create new lines. So my process is the night before is I'm looking at the thing on what can I say that's better than here. And then when I'm in the moment, now I know all of this and I'm able to improvise and flow. For me, it's about a flow. So, you know, when you're playing 6 people or 7 people, nigga, this is an impossible movie. I don't know how I did it. Like, it almost killed me. How about this? This was the work schedule. I'd wake up at 2:30 in the morning, and my assistant could attest to this. 2:30 in the morning, I'd go to sit in makeup for 7.5 hours. After 7.5 hours, I would work sometimes 16 to 18 hours after after the 7 hours I've been there.
Yeah.
So we're on 23 hours. Then I would take, and they would have the hour and a half to take the makeup off. I would go home, I would sleep 2.5 hours and have to be back on set to do the same shit the next day. That's work.
Goddamn, make some noise, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Michael Jackson,
They worked me so hard, slaves felt bad for me. I can't believe they need to pay that boy a little bit more money.
Yo, Powder, you got that thing ready? Hey, come over here. I want you to read something.
That thing.
I want you to read something.
Is this the most challenging situation that you've ever had as an actor? Or as an entertainer, period?
This is the hardest shit I ever did in my life. As a human, as a person.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Read to EFM Mike real quick.
Hey, don't read to me.
Yeah, come on, real quick. I wanted to read something.
I don't know what's going on.
Marlon Wayans is an actor, producer, comedian, writer, and film director. His films have grossed more than $1 billion in global box office.
Niggas, we around all these niggas.
As a stand-up comedian, he's selling out nationwide.
That's exactly what we
Shows-
needed right there. Hold on, Nate. Your movies made $1 billion. Let's make some noise for you.
I didn't make $1 billion. Them motherfuckers, nigga. Look how little my chain is, nigga. You doing way better than me.
He got chokers on.
Look at this, nigga. I ain't selling shit. I ain't President Shay. I ain't got no endorsements, nigga. I'm just doing all right. I'm not poor, but I ain't rich.
But how's it feel to be?
How about this? We go to dinner, I'll chip in. But I ain't gonna treat.
How's it feel? How's it feel like a person could Google you and they can see that information that your movies on its own has grossed over $1 billion? That gotta feel great, good.
I mean, it depends on who's looking. If a nigga trying to rob me, that's a bad look. I wish the studios would look at it and be like, we need to hire this nigga more.
Right.
Because, you know, I mean, look, here's the thing. I'm still young in my career. This is... Some niggas that had been, I'm so blessed. I've been doing it for 30 years and I just keep making it a mission to get better. So I started doing my stand-up, you know, about 8 years ago. Everybody thought, I started in coffee shops. People look at me and go, nigga, you got $1 billion in box office. What the fuck are you doing here in a coffee shop
Starbucks, a coffee
doing
bean?
stand-up? Whoever.
Coffee bean, Seattle
7
coffee?
people. Nah, just little rinky-dink coffee shop. We do it in pizza shop.
Mom and pop shit?
Yeah.
Training.
Demore's Pizza. You know, then I do open mics. I went on the journey. Now I'm playing, you know, clubs and selling clubs out next to theaters. After that, we trying to get stadiums and arena. Then I'm gonna get a big ass chain like your chain. Nigga, how do you walk with that?
It's very hard.
That's
Marlon,
You better say shit.
I asked you about that a long time on our first interview when we was at Caroline. I think I'm about
Make sure you stay with the mic.
Oh yeah, I asked you about that when we was at Caroline's a long time ago in the green room. Like, why are you doing this? And you had said the only thing left was to do stand up because this is the most purest form of entertainment. Now, the next time I seen you, I was on a date last year, and you was doing stand up, and then the girl I was with, she was like, yeah, Marlon's in everything. Why is he doing it? And you explained right there to her that you got family that you got to take care of and whatnot, and it never stops.
No.
It never fucking stops. And if you stop, then you know what I'm saying.
You're supposed to progress and get better. I'm doing stand-up now because this is the glue to get me to superstardom. If you want to get to the next level, you got to break yourself down and reconstruct yourself and recreate a new you. What they've seen over 30 years is I just keep evolving. I just keep getting better. I just keep working. I'm a student of the fucking game. That's why I stopped doing parodies. Notice, I stopped doing parodies, which I love, because I'm doing stories now that have some emotion in it with these fun characters and this broad humor. I can interject inside of that. So I'm trying to get to superstarbom. Everything I've
Which is
done
mad
up
honest
until
of you to
now.
even say that right there.
Yeah, I'm not.
humble.
Yeah, that's humble.
Nigga,
That's
I ain't
honest.
there yet.
Yeah.
Listen, I ain't got a jet. I'm first class, bulkhead.
But you know most people will look at you like you are superstar. That's
Yeah,
mad
people looking
humble
at me
and
like,
honest.
Marlon, why are you? Motherfuckers going to coach looking at me like, Marlon, why are you on this plane? You ain't got our own jet. Nah, bitch, we ain't rich yet. But one day, okay, what you saying?
No, that's what I'm saying. You say them
Stop doing that.
Okay, sorry.
It don't make sense, dude. Like after all that, the work you've ever done, like we look at you like you got $1 billion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you,
That's what we all saying.
So I think
right
that's
now.
humble and honest that you kind of keeping it real, like saying this is the reality, and I still got to keep working.
Yeah, and even when I'm there, I'm still not there. Understand, you always set a bigger goal for yourself. When
Right.
I get there, then it's about what's the next goal. It's always a bigger dream. So this way I'm working, this way I'm living. This is the thing I love. I love this bitch. People be like, nigga, why you work so much? Because I love this shit. I love this. I've never been married. I would say that my career is my marriage. I love this shit. It wakes me up in the morning and it stops me from sleeping at night. I love this shit.
Is there anything that's off limits? Like when you come out and you just say, like if you're in, like, you know, let's say.
You so high, you can't ask no fucking questions.
Let's say you're
You just
doing
look
a
at
show.
him like, nigga, can you help me?
Actually, I'm well put together. But let's suppose you have to do a show in Boys Town.
I'm getting high because his eye looks like it's doing like a slot machine. Then it goes.
But let's suppose you have a show in Boys Town, LA. You know, in LA, everyone knows what Boys Town is when you drive through there. Let's suppose you have a show in Boys Town. Do you purposely make a joke about
what is Boys Town?
Boys Town is the gay part of LA.
Okay.
Right?
Whoa,
So do you purposely make jokes about it, or do you purposely avoid that? Like, how do you do in a situation like that?
I think a good joke, the best jokes, make the people who you're making fun of laugh the loudest.
Right.
If I'm doing Puerto Rican jokes and nigga jokes and the niggas laugh, if I'm talking about a nigga eye and he ain't laughing, then it probably a fucked up situation. If I'm talking about you just numb right now. Nigga, I said if I'm talking about everybody needs laughs. See, laughs are inclusive. It's all about how you tell
But
the
it's
joke.
a chance that you're always taking because you never know.
There's always gonna be some sensitive motherfuckers in the crowd.
Hey,
but for me,
you ever felt like you went too far?
Always, I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, I get 4 or 5 ahs every night. But every time I get an aw, I'm like, oh.
But you ever feel bad? You ever say, damn, maybe I shouldn't have said that? You ever feel that way?
Yo, N.O.R.E.
I don't believe in apologizing.
Same night.
He was like, fuck nah.
N.O.R.E.
He should have got
Same
more in
goddamn night. Yo, check it. Same night, I'm talking about I'm on this date. And we at Marlon's show.
Date, nigga.
And before that, the girl I was dating, she was just like always thinking I was saying some fucked up shit and everything. But as a comedian, things aren't fucked up to us. You know, we always try to look for the brighter side of it. It was something funny, and no matter how fucked up the situation is. So he was going through a situation with your mom. Mm-hmm. Your mom was very sick and whatnot, and to the point where she possibly might be terminal. And he made so many jokes about it, and the girl I with, she was like, "What the fuck?
Wait,
you goddamn kidding me?"
Girl's mom?
Nah.
No, about his mom.
My mom.
About his mom about to die.
But she's not. She lived.
Oh, she lived.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool.
You know that $1 billion? She spends it. My mama spends so much money, we be like, God damn, how much money she got left? No, but
it made her understand me more.
But you know where I get that from? I get that from my mom. I get that from our situation. We grew up so poor that all we had was jokes. I've been through the worst, so what's funny? This is how I live, nigga. What's funny about the darkest shit that I could fucking think of? What's funny about the most painful thing that ever happened to you? And now, for me and my stand-up, like my whole shit right now is getting to a better place. Because before I talked about the world, this new one, nigga, this is about me. This is about my life. This is about my kids. This is about my family. It's who I am as a father, as a man. This shit is incredible. I'm getting better, but I still say we got to go in a dark cave.
What do you mean by getting better?
Did you hear what I
getting better?
said?
So getting better as a comedian or getting better as a human?
I like that.
I think
I
both.
like that.
Yeah, I mean,
that.
like for real, because do you have to get
How
better?
high you on right now?
Do you have to get better?
Overstanding? Nigga, I had to take a deep breath. I had to think about that.
He fucked me up.
I had to think about
He
that.
fucked me up.
Am I getting better as a person?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm getting better. Honestly, I'm getting better at comedy. I think my last 8 years of my life has been so crazy in terms of it's a complete change from what I was. So I think I'm getting better as a comedian, and I'm growing as a person because I'm going through more painful shit in my life now than when I did in my earlier years. I'm able to express it in a funny way.
Because remember the last time you was here, you was like...
And Boys Town, when I do, here's the thing about Boys Town, right?
Okay.
If I do a gay joke, I look dead at my gay daughter and go, was that funny?
Right.
Because my daughter gay, so she'll be like, oh, Dad. And then we'll figure out, and I was too far? Yeah, a little bit. And so you want to take and make the jokes so that it's palatable for everybody. So, yeah.
When you have a gay daughter, like finding out that she's gay and she finding out how she gay, like before when we was coming up, we felt like it was a choice that you made, but now they're saying that you can be born gay. Now you dealing with that situation right here. Like, what do you say?
She gay shit. Like there was things that she would do. I go, you're okay. For example, like she breastfed for a long time. She never wanted to get off the titty. She
He said from the beginning, goddamn. Off rip, he said.
When Angela gave birth to my daughter,
He took it back. Wait,
I just started thinking about it. When Angie gave birth to my daughter, she wouldn't come out. My daughter was stuck inside. She was stuck inside of her mother for like 2 hours. And all you see is her head crown. That bitch didn't want to come out. She liked pussy. She loved pussy.
I wasn't ready.
I bought her some Barbies, nigga. I bought her some Barbies. I came home. Them bitches was naked. They was sitting on each other's face and shit. And poor Ken, he was outside the Barbie greenhouse. Like, that shit was fun.
Ken was born a motherfucker.
Well, Ken ain't got nothing anyway, right? Ken don't got no baggage, right?
Yeah, but you could have joined the party.
Ken is Barbie original.
Yeah, how much of a obstacle was it for you to accept that your daughter was gonna be gay? Was you cool with that? Because I know that you have Shantae Wayans. She's gay.
She gay as fuck.
She gay as fuck.
Shantae so gay. She pee in the boys' bathroom standing up. And just like a boy, she pee all over the fucking floor. When she shake her little clitoris. But here's the thing, like, you can't, when it comes to a child, right? I don't care. It's a transition. It's not like immediately you like, wow, damn, yes, my baby's gay. That's not the truth of how you process and get to a place of acceptance, right? So it's a process, and to get to the level of acceptance, it's like, first there's denial, and then there's anger, and then there's what's the next phase? This is the 5 stages of grief, and it's in a lot of movies. Then there's bargaining, and then you get to a point of acceptance. And so I went through those phases, and I would sit down with parents who have gay children, and I'll talk to them, because honestly, you shouldn't do that to a child. You should not make a child feel like they ain't loved because of their sexuality. We bring them here. I don't know, maybe it's my fault. Maybe one of my nuts is gay. I don't fucking know. But see, that's the other thing, right? You sit there when it first happens and you're like, thinking about it, me and her mom would be like, you'd be like, this from your side of the family. Bitch, this from my side of the family. She's like, white chicks? All right, fair enough. But there's a process. And as long as you get to love and acceptance, my daughter being gay, I'm so proud of this girl, because she, as a young woman, said, this is who I am. And it inspired me as a man to know who the fuck I am. And to be brave enough to be yourself. She's a gift. And in love, we're all wrapping paper. So I wrap myself around that little gift and know that she gave me balls. I love that little girl. She's amazing, and you should never make a child feel bad for their sexuality.
God bless.
I always say that I don't want daughters. I don't want daughters because I want
Let me
about
ask you something. Let me intervene real quick, because this is something that people hear with the black comedian a lot. They say that the black comedians blow up, they get to a certain level, and then Hollywood puts them on a dress.
No, that's some angry niggas sitting around mad they ain't doing shit.
Okay.
Don't tell me about
But
that
you've heard
shit.
this rumor before.
It's a stupid rumor.
Okay.
Based on a bunch of people that have their thoughts about whatever, but they ain't doing shit. They just niggas talking. Are we in a train?
Yeah. We are also a train station.
What the fuck is going
We are on our way to
You're
Atlanta
gonna
right
Disney
now.
World as soon as you step out.
B Street. This is where B Street.
We on a train right now. We on the way to Atlanta.
B Street, no, it's at the end of Nas' first album. The beginning of Nas' first album.
That's from
B
B
Street.
Yeah. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Why is it that? See, here's the problem we have as a community.
Because they saying to demasculate. That's what they saying.
Yeah. But see, that's not demasculating. This is art, right? We're looking at art.
It's demasculating too.
What I'm saying.
You said demasculating.
You could have left that alone. You ain't got to show
He white. I have to. I'm every time I get a chance.
You purple.
Now that's a joke.
You saw that? You saw that? You see how he did? You see what he doing? You see what we dealing with, right?
You see that? The
You see
bottle?
what he should have. Come on, man.
With the good bottle.
Trump supporter right here, man.
Honestly, if the nigga wasn't right, I'd be upset. But you all on purpose. You like hip hop grimace.
I know he's talking about Trump. I had no idea what was going on. But,
All right, so it's a why is it that see white people don't do this?
the dress thing?
No,
Okay.
white people
Or criticize it.
right. This is crabs in a barrel. We have to embrace us as minorities. Like we have
What's
to
that
be
nigga
proud
name? Miss
and
Doubtfire?
we have to
Miss
have.
Doubtfire. Nobody. said
Robin
that.
Williams.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
Robin
like,
Williams.
Robin
nobody
Williams,
said
Robin
shit.
Williams puts on a dress, and he gets nominated for Golden Globes.
Right.
Dustin Hoffman puts on a dress, and he wins an Oscar. Like, and they embrace theirs.
What Dustin Hoffman?
We-
What he did?
No, he lied.
Tootsie?
Tootsie? Yeah.
Oh, I ain't see that
We
one. Okay.
sit there and go, I can't believe he put on a dress.
Wow.
So in art, it's like when people come, you can't. Was White Chicks funny? Brilliant. Right. Is
watched
it a
it.
classic? Yes. When Jack Lemmon puts on a dress and Tony Curtis puts on a dress and they do something like it hot, do you hear the white community going, that's demasculating or unmasculating?
Emasculating.
Emasculating. Okay, you're right.
I'll bet you your eye, you're wrong. All right, listen.
that shit,
Or bosom buddies.
Bosom buddies, Tom Hanks,
Yeah,
right? Hold on,
Tom Hanks,
Tom
yeah, yeah.
Hanks.
Pass that
And
champagne.
we have to allow
You can't
us.
see me
We
yet,
have to
man.
celebrate.
You couldn't see me. I'm sorry.
Exactly, nigga. You gotta get to this side. We have to celebrate us more, man. It's like we look at physical comedy and go, oh, that's coon and buffoon. Do you know that we call our forefathers in comedy coons and buffoons? And you know what the white people call theirs? Geniuses.
Right.
Charlie
Legend.
Chaplin, Buster Keaton, they're geniuses to
He
white
had the
people.
Hitler. Charlie Chaplin had the Hitler mustache.
Yeah, he did,
No,
he did.
Word.
But-
He tried to make it famous. He failed.
No.
No.
He made
Charlie
the Hitler mustache famous.
No, he didn't try to make it famous. That was
I bet you back in the day.
After Hitler, that mustache was a Philly.
No, that was a thing.
out
That
of
was a
service.
thing back then.
And Charlie Chaplin came back and tried to bring it up in style. Are we not going to recognize that he tried to bring that in style?
This is a high nigga history. You creating your own fucking history.
Charlie Chaplin tried to bring the Hitler mustache back.
Back. He's from that era. He's from before that era.
This
He
nigga's
trying to bring
high.
it back.
He tried to bring it back, man. He tried to bring it back with the hot top fade. And he fucked up.
Another shot.
No?
Oh, we got another one?
Come get your daddy high.
Listen.
Drag this nigga outside. It's about
Listen, man.
That was a high nigga thought.
He didn't try to bring it back because he was back then.
He was down with Hitler. Him and
No,
Hitler
he wasn't
together.
down with Hitler, man. He was in that era.
That mustache died with Hitler.
No, but he was around that time before he
Charlie
was
Chapman?
Yes.
Let's Google this shit, man. Charlie Chapman. Let's Google this shit, man.
These niggas got me high.
He's before
I'm
Hitler.
high.
Charlie Chapman can't be before Hitler.
Around the same time before.
They're about the same. About the same time.
Yeah.
About the same
Let's
time.
find out.
Because Charlie Chaplin did.
Wasn't he doing silent
He
films?
did. Yeah, he did silent
Yeah,
films.
come on,
He
silent
did, I think it was a dictator. So
Which was dissing Hitler.
Hitler, right?
That's
So.
what I'm saying.
He was dissing Hitler.
So he tried to.
Ladies and gentlemen, N.O.R.E is officially high.
It doesn't work no more.
Ah, man.
Set the Puerto Rican on. That's very racist. It's very racist.
Well, you know that's what they call it.
But okay, but yeah, let's go back to that. So in my mind, Charlie Chaplin tried to bring the Hitler mustache back, but
In your mind, we high.
But you said that white comedians they big up the Charlie Chaplins and he does silent films and all that. But when us
They
put
big
on
up.
dresses,
What they do is they big up their history, and they go. That's what leads them to more diversity. It's because they're like, oh, wasn't it great? They celebrate each other.
Right.
We have to celebrate each other. We look at our own.
That's what he's really saying.
We look at ours and call them coons and buffoons. Why can't we embrace the fact that? Do you know that as much as we may not like the humor, we're evolving. If it wasn't guys like Step and Fetch It, there'd be no Marlon Wayans, there'd be no Eddie Murphy, there would be none of us would be in the game. This man did what he had to do at the time to bring us in the game. And do you know that he was one of the first fucking black millionaires? This nigga was rich, he educated. I mean,
Who is this again?
The Step and Fetch
Step
It.
and Fetch It.
Yeah.
And we don't explore our history. But they'll do Chaplin, but the film, and white people go see it, and it gets nominated for Oscars and shit. And we look down on ours. And honestly, we should never do that. We should embrace
That's why-
our history
So-
because
so Marlon,
that's
That's
what
why
shit
Drink Champ Show exists. We celebrate our people. We didn't want you to pass away and tell you how great you are. Hold on, relax. We don't want you to pass away.
Nigga, you know something I don't
We're
know.
gonna tell you in your face how great you are.
Before you pass away.
Let's give you the award.
I ain't even drinking out that goddamn bottle. I told you I don't know if that goddamn eye is contagious. What was I saying? I was saying, nigga, y'all sound like I was not like y'all know something. Am I?
No,
He just said
Marlon,
just in case.
No,
It's
no,
like an
Marlon.
insurance
I
policy.
like what you just said about Stephen Fetcher. So why don't you do a Stephen Fetcher biopic? Because the reason why I hear what you're saying, and you at 100% right. You 100% right, but it's hard for a nigga out here inside this society to keep his level of respect, even when our women don't even respect us sometimes and getting us locked up and some more shit. So when you put it on the dress, it make people look at us a certain kind of way.
I don't know where you went with that. You nigga real personal. Because when and you beat a bitch's ass, and you take your eye out, and you knock that bitch in the motherfucker too, and then she gonna call the cops on you. You know what I'm saying?
And it's because you
ain't paying no child support. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta borrow a new eye from your other nigga, and now you got your eye at the bitch's out. So that's what I mean about like stuff infection and all that.
because you wore a dress.
Because you wore a dress. The fuck are you talking
I was basically saying that, for the regular people that out here that
I got pimp hands. Look at this nigga nails. Like all he do is smack bitches all day. That motherfucker tell you, I ain't collect the vines. This nigga got well-groomed hands. Look at this. That nigga ain't work a day in his life. All that meat on your back and you can't lift shit.
it's a rough out here for the black man. Would you say that?
I feel like,
And if it what you're doing is what it is, because you're on a level.
I feel like the greater the obstacle, the bigger the reward.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's what makes us so great, is that we are behind. We've been behind. We're about 400 years behind. But we strive to be great. We strive to get out these situations, and that's what makes us unstoppable. You know, think about where we were just 80 years ago. And to see where we're at now, where you got Jay-Z, billionaire, you got Puff, billionaire, like, we doing it. And it's those rare ones that believe that you can do it, those motherfuckers that get great. Me, I believe since I was 4, I knew what I wanted to do. Since I was fucking 4. And I've been working professionally doing this shit for 30 years. I trained for fucking my whole childhood. I'm ready. So for 30 years, I'm rocking this shit. And this is the thing that I say about obstacles. The greater the obstacle, the greater the reward. So when I get there, I know all the shit that I've been through. Like, nigga, I could have blew up at 17, 18 doing Batman. It didn't happen. I was almost famous. Nigga,
Batman? No,
Robin. Nigga, I was almost famous.
Right.
At least 20 times. But every time God stops you, it makes you recreate. You know, every time.
I'm sorry, I'm a bitch ass nigga.
Y'all niggas get high and don't even talk no more. Now everybody just watching. You can't ask no questions. All you care about is your goddamn drink.
Yes, man. What's this shit called again?
You gonna go out, take a shit. You gonna come, go take a shit.
The King's Trap.
We seen you take a shit real fast. And you gonna come back. But nigga, you didn't say nothing. This nigga just disappeared.
Exactly. I would do it too. I just did it earlier. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We know.
I bought
It
this
was
you in
weird.
there, and this is horrible bathroom. I'm not gonna lie.
Horrible.
You gonna think different of me.
5 minutes.
I wasn't gonna disrespect my ass and sit on that toilet. It's
I put a
on
couple
board.
layers.
Shit like a dog.
I hold it in, let it bake up like a cake and call it a day. That bathroom, that's the Saw bathroom right there. You ever watch Saw? That's the shit right there.
Now,
Saw?
Yeah, they're from Saw. That bathroom. You have the shit in there.
That shit locked and the dude starts talking.
Yep. And it'll cut your arm off after one log come out.
Now recently,
Can we open the window for this? Nigga, there's no oxygen in here. Nigga, we dying.
I felt like it was a.
It's hurting my
We
eye.
are dying.
It's hurting my eye.
You coughing? He coughing in the fucking stomach.
My eye coughing.
Nigga, I hate your jewelry.
So recently,
I don't know if it's gold or bronze. That ring is copper. Oh, I'm so mad. You ain't got a 5% ring, and you ain't even know about knowledge and wisdom. I got knowledge and wisdom.
I'm God body. I'm God.
You got a body?
I got a God's body. I got a God's body, but I don't. Yeah, I'm not God. I have a God's body.
You got a body like them sexy bitches in the 1800s. Come out to see me sometime. This is why I don't like smoking weed. I can't focus.
Hey, so Marlon, man, woke
This
his
nigga ain't even fucking smoking, he's coughing. There's no oxygen in this motherfucker, you evil. You evil. That's your diabolical fucking plan to get the world high. World domination.
Wokish was a very unapologetic stand-up special.
Yeah.
And it definitely followed right behind that interview what you did, where you were saying,
I don't
if
give
you
a
don't
fuck
like
about your feelings, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Continue. Sorry.
You'll talk about anything.
Yeah.
Anytime, any day, and it is what it is. I was watching.
Yeah, because you're gonna say stupid stuff in order to get to the good stuff.
That's right. And you're working it out.
You have to be allowed to fail. When you do comedy, you gotta go. You gotta go there. Like nowadays, certain topics, people are like, you don't get all flustered. But here's the thing: sensitivity is only bullshit that's online.
Ooh.
People to people are insensitive. If I'm in a comedy store, or I'm doing a show, and I say something crazy, the audience will even laugh. Even they go, oh, like I shouldn't be laughing at that, but they're laughing, and they forgive. This is all programming. So don't listen to social media. Listen to fucking people. I know where the laughs are, and I would never do something. If I tell a joke and 300 people walk out, that's a bad joke.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If I do a joke and one person walks out, out of 300, nigga, that's a damn good joke. That's just a sensitive motherfucker right there. So I don't know what to tell that
That's
nigga.
why you do the clubs
my
and that's
nigga
why you do the
lonely.
coffee shops, because you're working all that material out anyways.
Yeah, but nowadays they put it online, and then you get fucked up for saying stupid shit. But the comedians, we're gonna say stupid shit if we're trying to get to good shit. Now, it's one thing if you do like a special, and you go, this is my refined material, and now I'm ready to present this to the world. But somebody getting you on stage while you're in the thought
Working
process
it out,
of creating, you have to say stupid shit to get to the good shit.
Right.
So we have to, I gotta be unforgivable and just go, I'm not apologizing for shit.
All right, so with that being said, I ain't trying to fuck you up, but when Damon Wayans was on the Breakfast Club and they asked him about Bill Cosby, he had he was pretty much on Bill Cosby's side, like, yo, if he was doing what they said he was doing, then this is in the 70s. And when everybody was on drugs.
Wait, y'all don't know if he was on Cosby's side.
Well, okay,
Damon was giving him Quaaludes on the side.
I say that to say, when a girl come over your house, groupie or not, you have party favors. You gonna have
Party favors?
Where you going with this? This is the second time you're doing this. Let's say you at your, for example, we at your house, and you have party favors, and you chop some Molly up, but you really want to put the pink one, because the Superman pill in her pill. But then you chop it up and she drink it, and then you wind up smashing her because she's sleeping. That ain't really rape, so I don't know why they charging me with that shit right now. So I'm saying, why are you in a dress?
Follow up by take off your jacket.
He made the point.
I'm gonna put you in a movie as a prisoner. And you the nigga in the movie that be raping niggas, but his thing, you take your eye out and go, come fuck me in my eye.
That's a whole movie by itself.
Then I'm fucking you in yours. Now I'm gonna put my eye in your booty hole. Now shoot it back at me.
So on the show, on the Breakfast Club, when he acknowledged that, like, if this was real what Cosby did and whatnot, it's the 70s, they would have lynched him. Then I'm watching Jay Leno. Seinfeld's on there, and he kind of is taking up for Cosby a little bit. Comes back from commercial break, and he switches the whole thing around.
OJ ain't do it.
No, because Jay pulled his ass to the side and goes, you might not want to be on this side of Cosby on this one. That's what the conversation they had in commercial break, and he was like, I apologize for what I was saying about Cosby. That's comedian looking out for another comedian.
Seinfeld got everything. He got everything.
Human to human.
Yep.
You think Cosby was living the business, Mickeys? Yeah, after 75. After 75.
I gotta be real.
I shouldn't even ask that question because after 75 of them, like the first 5, 10, I was cool.
I wasn't
but then
there.
25,
But
like
75,
yeah, 75.
You did at least 3.
Yeah, you did at least 13.
You did at least 3.
Marlon, when you heard Tupac had then goddamn raped the girl and whatnot, did you think?
I thought for a second he was gonna get off.
Who?
Cosby.
Cosby?
Oh.
Harvey Weinstein got off.
They still getting him.
Oh, I thought he paid this shit off.
No, he's still going through it.
They after his ass right now.
Oh, okay.
What's saying?
He took the scary movie track
Cosby. No.
right? He raped you too. He told me. You said that.
What? He raped.
You said that on the last time. You didn't say it.
Yeah.
You said he don't only rape women. He raped me too.
He raped niggas too.
He did. He did
They got
scary
us
music.
for all
We can go back to it if you want to.
But what I'm saying, I thought Cosby might have got off because I thought out of 12 jurors,
One of them
motherfuckers gonna be like,
yeah.
I know all the facts is there. But nigga,
That's
you see
Dr.
that
House.
episode of the Cosby Show? He don't have the other shit. That nigga, that shit right there, he could never do
Yeah, that's
that.
Dr. House.
There'll be one super fan.
Yeah, Dr. House.
I know all the facts. But Ghost Dad is my kid's favorite movie.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know Ghost Dad.
But Damon Wayans never did comedy after that. He ain't.
Wait. What do you mean?
You done smoked yourself into another race.
Wait, after the interview.
After that interview on the Breakfast
Come
Club.
in, you was Puerto Rican, nigga, now you Chinese.
Wait, hold on. After the Breakfast Club, he did Damon Wayans disappeared? I don't understand.
Yeah, after the Breakfast Club interview about Cosby, Damon Wayans, they tried to make him retract what he said.
Oh, Damon ain't retracting.
Yeah, and it's like he said he won't even do the shit no more.
He stopped doing comedy. He stopped doing stand-up.
Not because of that, though.
Because of he felt like...
Because of that, though.
No.
Really?
That, though.
It was...
That, though.
Nigga, you ain't his brother.
Well, maybe you don't know. I don't know.
Nigga, act like you on the phone with Damon yesterday. I know facts.
I saw him with my good eye.
He sees a lot.
Eyes on the sparrow. And I know he watches over me.
Should stop that eyes on the sparrow. That was the sweet spot.
So why he stopped doing comedy in your opinion?
I think because he felt like people are just super sensitive, and especially like it's not even so much the people or the audience. And this is why I tell him it's not the audience.
Right.
It's the media.
Right.
It's when you speak about things and they write about things and they're telling you what your opinion should be about something, and they navigate you toward this place of nigga, this isn't even how we think. We don't even have thought no more. You're supposed to jump on. You can't have an opinion.
Right.
But the thing is, when you're doing media, it's different. So, you know, I think it was the media, and I just felt like, I think Damon felt like it was just, when he has something, when he feels it, he'll do it and it'll be worth it. But right now he's focused on his television show. He's focused on doing other things. He don't want to be on the road like that. You know, Damon's getting older. He wants to be at home with his grandchildren.
That sounds like a rich nigga to me. So one thing I noticed about the trailer is I didn't see Sean.
This nigga's eye is sweating. Come here, what?
Which one?
Underneath here. Is it that? Take your glasses off and do this. Please.
That's like taking your shirt off. So one thing I noticed, I didn't see Sean in the trailer.
Yeah.
Is Sean in this and a part of this movie, or that you went out dolo?
I've been dolo for 6 years now.
Is y'all twins or no?
No, what kind of twins? We
Is he
the same
DJing?
friend. He's DJing now. He's actually
He's
really
He a real DJ.
He was bullshitting on Living Color. But now he's a real DJ. Like my brother was just
Not S1W. That's not his name.
SW1.
SW1.
They tagging us after the episode. Like, look, he's DJ.
I'm proud of him. He's really good too. So I'm proud of him. But no, we haven't. For the past 7 years, I've been doing my own thing. Just trying to. I was a part of the legacy of Wayans. I'll always be a Wayans. That's my tribe. That's my color. That's my religion. I love my family to death.
It is a race.
Always.
Right.
We are. We are a population. I'm always
legacy.
always gonna own that. You know. I love my family more than anything in this world. But for me, I contributed a lot to Wayans, and I just want to make Marlon mean as much as Wayans, and then I'll feel complete as a human being.
But you've been doing it from day one, man, Marlon. And this ain't even on no group of shit, man. I ain't even on your dick like that. But check this out.
A compliment and diss at the same time. And then it went weird. I ain't on your dick. I thought about it.
Take off your jacket.
Take your drawers off. Take your drawers off and enjoy it.
He said it like that, though. He said,
Like that.
Oh, shit.
Not that much, a little bit. Just a little bit.
You have a good beer?
From day one.
You have any good beer? This is piss. I don't like no Modelo. Give me some of that imported shit y'all got.
yeah, they told you to bring that.
You're
Give him that instant bullshit.
fantastic actor, man. You take it there. It's fearless. It's unapologetic and whatnot, man. I was blown away and inspired when Don't Be a Menace came out. It was completely
And you wrote
amazing.
that? You wrote that?
Me and Sean.
Okay.
Me, Sean, Phil Bowman.
You want us to open it for you?
It's warm. Y'all ain't got no ice. I hate this place.
We see you in Club Live.
I hate this fucking
We
place.
see you in Club Live. You was hot. You was drinking with the white folks. I'm not gonna allow you not to not drink with us.
I ain't see you.
But we saw you in Club Live.
You didn't be like, yo, come. You
No.
didn't
I was on Instagram. I felt like I was there.
Oh,
See your Insta story, nigga. You was there.
I'll go straight to your
And you
table
had
because
the
I
Chinese-
don't like buying bottles.
And you had the Chinese guy with
the goatee, yeah.
I was looking
you
like,
gotta find a good one.
Yeah, I said, man, he better drink with us. So you want some champagne, or would you like some champagne? This is 50 Cent shit.
It's called Le Chim de
Le
Wa.
Chim de Wa.
It's the King's Path.
Yes. That means it comes from France.
You want some Colombian white? I got you.
I don't know what that is.
That's definitely what niggas drink after they sniff cocaine.
I ain't doing that. I'm gonna
Just
give me
throwing
that
it out
Tiger
there.
Bomb bullshit.
Oh, we got some. Tiger Bomb time. Yo, no, Tiger Bomb. Hey, Lee, it's Tiger Bomb time.
Tiger Bomb time.
Lee, what the fuck?
Tiger Bomb time.
Lee, you fuck it up.
Tiger Bomb time.
It's Tiger Bomb time.
Tiger
man.
Bomb time.
Thank you for bringing in Tiger Bomb
Yes,
time.
thank you for reminding us, brother. But listen, and also listen, because we're also not only promoting your movie, but you have shows out here. You have some shows out here, or no?
Hey, nigga, I'm hot. Oh, I got some. Actually, where's my phone? Oh, my phone's right there. When's my I got a theater I'm playing. I'm playing September 14th at the MGM Casino Theater in DC, the brand new MGM. It's 2,500 seats.
Chocolate
it's
City.
just selling out right now. Get your tickets if you haven't got your tickets.
Drink
DC,
Champs, we gonna go
get your
there.
tickets. It's a crazy hour. Come see it. September 14th at the MGM Casino Grand in DC. Make sure you get your tickets now.
And this is a part of a special.
Oh, here's my other dates.
Okay.
No, these are. Actually, open this damn thing up. Hold
I ain't
on.
gonna lie, you tall like a wrestler.
Who, me?
You tall like you Ric Flair. Like you know Ric Flair and them niggas
Y'all be
tall
saying
like
he
that.
Really tall, man. And that
Y'all
shit fucked me up.
Y'all sound like the CBS
Tour.
sportscasters right now. You know, CBS, they be saying some super like
You got long arms.
questionable shit. Like you're like, oh my god, do you see the thighs on him? I'd chase him down the block.
He's got big feet. Wonder what that means.
Look at those big old hands, the way he catches those balls. This is what the sportscasters be saying. It's like,
Marlon, can you be sexy and a comedian at the same time?
He wants
Is it possible? Seinfeld said that when you start thinking you sexy, that's when shit gonna go downhill for you.
that's a part of the truth. That's why I don't get buff. Niggas like, why don't you get buff? No, nigga. I ain't trying to be, because comedy is about lacking vanity. you always got to be able to make fun of yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Of course, you want to look good
Because you're
too.
making fun of other motherfuckers too. So
Yeah, so you want to make fun of yourself, and
Right.
you want to be able to be physical, and you always want to come from a place of humility, not a place of hubris. So I understand what. Oh, that's a big word.
I never heard that one.
I made it up.
Yeah, what was it?
I can't spell it.
We got dictionary thriller here.
Hubris. I'm trying to come up, y'all. I'm trying to come
I
up.
say hubris.
Hubris. Hubris.
Spell it, nigga.
Hubris.
Ain't no W in that shit, nigga.
Come on,
All right,
listen.
hold up 1 second. I'm gonna talk about my dates. I'm gonna be at the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
That's September 6th through 8th. September
That's my
14th.
birthday, goddamn. Make some noise
let
for
me-
that.
Not that much noise. September 14th, I'm at the MGM National Harbor, Washington, D.C. One show only. Get your tickets now.
I might pull up on that one.
Yes.
Get your assistant number.
God damn, this is okay. Now hold on. I'm gonna put it back. It went off. Okay, there we go.
That ain't right.
Okay, hold on.
All right.
I'm also gonna be at. Thank you. Is that water? No, it's liquor. My God. September 26th. I'm at the. Yeah, that's all. That's all my dates, nigga.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah, you be-
And September 5th.
Uh-huh.
I don't need to talk about that one. It's a college. Okay, thank you.
Oh, it's a college? Okay, you don't put more.
Wait, hold on. You sip out the bottle? I ain't drinking behind you.
Oh shit.
You smelling it.
Really
Okay,
popular
all right.
comedian. I just went to his show and whatnot.
Talk about
You know him too, and he's from his hometown. And we on the fence right now. Is R.Kelly going to jail or is he not? My man, he tried to do the R.Kelly joke, but he didn't want to go all the way in and whatnot because of he's from Chicago. How do you feel about it? Are you muting R.Kelly right now?
I feel like this. I feel like I'm always gonna err toward, the sensitivities of women.
You got it.
I'm always gonna err on the side of being a gentleman. I'm always gonna err on the side of protecting them because I think, I have a daughter and
Right.
I think about those type of thing, and it's not cool. But then again, I ain't in the jury. I don't know the facts. I wasn't there. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I can't say either way it goes. But what I don't want to do is jump on bandwagons because people are saying, yo, you should feel this way. No, I should feel exactly the way I feel like feeling. And if I happen to feel that way too, that's fine. But we are all entitled to an opinion.
R. Kelly did it,
How about
OJ did
this?
not.
No, but how about this?
That's where I stand.
Here's the thing.
R. Kelly did
That's
it,
how you do?
OJ did not.
Judicial
That's how you
system, The judicial system. Well, there's a karma. You know what I mean? It's like Cosby spending 3 years in prison. Somewhere along the line, you
Karma's
did something
real. Karma's real.
that you don't just. God has His way
Right.
of giving you
That's
exactly
real
what the
shit.
fuck
Real
you need.
shit.
I ain't God. I pray for everybody, but I also I don't believe in people doing anything to women and girls. I think that kids should be protected,
Right, absolutely.
and I think that we gotta just do a better job at that.
You wouldn't be outraged if he got let off.
What do you mean?
Meaning, oh shit, they this motherfucker did this.
Kelly?
Yeah,
No, he
okay.
said it. Leave it up to the jury and all the facts.
Nah, but come on, Marlon. You know he did it. You saw
How about
that
this?
tape.
Nigga,
You saw
listen.
that tape.
I didn't see the tape.
Hey, you didn't like the tape? I didn't even like him.
You seen that tape?
I didn't jerk like him.
You didn't jerk off to that tape? Come on, boy. You didn't jerk off.
I did.
What?
Hey, edit that part out. Edit that part out.
You ain't see the tape?
I believe this too.
I had it.
The PP tape. The PP tape.
Here's the thing, right? People, I'm gonna say this. People are food.
Everybody saw the tape.
People are food. I ain't see the PP
I
tape.
think Mama Wayne.
I thought it was disgusting,
Come on,
nigga.
everybody saw the tape.
It's
Everybody
disgusting.
saw
They
the
won't
tape.
watch no nigga pee on little girls. Man,
Niggas
that's
ain't
a hell of
know
a
it.
tape.
Niggas ain't know it back then.
This was a grown
You seen
woman.
that R. Kelly shit?
No,
the
this
nigga
was a
was
grown
the
woman.
one with the grown
Oh, yeah,
woman. I saw
the
that.
girl he was peeing on was grown
yeah?
inside this one tape.
Okay.
Because I pee on women on the
Inside the
shower.
tape?
Wait, in the
I pee
shower?
on women in the shower. You ain't never peed on a girl in the shower.
Just her feet, but
Just a quick feed. Their nails grow after that.
I was trying to kill some germs nails of a foot.
Go in the shower.
He was
Go in
killing the
shower.
fungus on the nail.
Hold on, let's get back to the P. But hold on.
No, wait. So what I was saying was, here's the thing: people are food, right? For me, people are food.
Oh, you meant P.
Food.
People.
Like P.
No, nigga, you back there again.
There you go again.
People are food, right? So you have to, with an artist, everybody thinks like, with Bill Cosby, do I forget the fact that he inspired me to be a comedian?
Right.
Do I disown the fact that he made me laugh? Do I disown the
And he was
fact
the first
that
nigga to wear coochie.
No, listen, the first nigga to wear coochie.
First nigga to wear coochie.
You know, but
Yeah.
listen,
Hip-hop
Biggie
fan.
bit that from Bill Cosby.
what I'm saying
Yeah.
is take the good from people, right? Extract the good,
Yeah, you
and
have
then
to
shit out
negate
the
everything.
rest. What's good about like you know?
R.Kelly?
Listen,
What's good
R. Kelly.
about
If he this nigga did it,
Chocolate Factory.
if he did it,
Nah, but his lyrics take a
TP
whole new
2000.
meaning.
if he did it, he should be locked the fuck up.
Right.
Period.
But even his art, his lyrics take a whole new meaning when
But
you think about it.
no, but I will say this. If Remix to Ignition came on right now, nigga,
What would we do?
I'm probably
What
gonna
would
be
we
dancing,
do?
nigga.
Come on. Nigga be spanking leg.
AJ,
It's hot
you know
boy
that
summer.
number?
It's hot boy summer.
am I supposed to get 12 play, nigga?
Come on, what we supposed to do? What am I supposed to do, bro?
Hold up, awkward.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Am I supposed to get?
The only
remind
7
me of
million
my
plaque
G.
I ever got. I think it's over diamond now. The only $7 million plaque I ever had is with R. Kelly.
Well, why you doing this?
But I ain't fucking with him. I knew he was a foul nigga.
Really?
I knew, cause listen,
I never hung out with the nigga. So I don't.
Tell him about the bunk bed.
no, I
Hey, nigga, some bum bands. Tell him about the kids in the playground. Tell him about the swings, nigga. Tell him about the seesaw. Two bitches on the seesaw. The seesaw, nigga.
Hey, tell them about the progress report.
see. Hell no, he fucked it up.
That's what progress report means.
fucked it up.
I'm the bullshit.
With the time I was supposed to lay my verse for him, everyone has kind of like the same story. Like he was playing basketball, and I'm like, yo, I'm not sitting around watching this nigga play basketball. But he said you can go to the studio and you can lay it down. So I went to the studio, and it's the first time. It wasn't the first time. Excuse me. It was the first time like in a city environment studio where I've seen beds there. I had never seen that before, but I had just came from upstate in a place called Bearsville. Now in Bearsville, every studio was a house that you slept in. So that's the reason why I wasn't alarmed. Like I should have been old enough to be like, yo, this is in the city. Like everyone stays at a hotel in the city. So when I seen the beds, like each studio had a bed to it. So when I saw that, I didn't get alarmed. Like it wasn't like, oh shit, we didn't take the shot. So, but I did see that shit. I didn't see him messing with no younger girls or nothing around.
So what did you see, nigga?
I
Just
saw-
some bad?
Teddy bears and bunk
He's
beds.
on bed.
It's abnormal. Like,
Three
in the
little
studio,
bears.
I don't know if you know.
Somebody
like,
was living in my bed.
In the studio, you have a pool table, you have a ping pong, you don't have no fucking bed. Like that's abnormal, but it wasn't abnormal to me at the time because I had just came from what I just was described to as a studio called Bearsville. You understand what I'm saying? So, but when I watched that documentary, I was like, holy shit! I saw that. Like when they kept saying like they had a bed next to the studio, it blew me. But
They
this is
described
how
the spot.
You know what you just said
You
to me?
said that like
know what
you
just
came in the
said?
studio and seen like
I
the
saw
piss on the
nothing.
floor.
No. You was
Like,
He's
oh
mad.
shit!
He's mad.
And a wet little girl walked by. Like,
Yeah. That's what he.
Mad right there.
Yeah.
I apologize.
You hate R. Kelly for something else.
No, I do not.
You hate him for something
No,
else.
I do not. Honestly, I do not. I do not. Actually, I do not.
He
Why?
pissed you off because he made you wait for that verse.
No, I did a
Damn.
verse for him. He paid me, brother.
I got nothing.
I'm
He
on
won.
his album. He's not on mine.
He won.
And then,
won.
and then once I found out who he really was, I didn't try to.
Who he really was?
Because I didn't, it was speculation from Aaliyah. Like,
That's what I'm saying. We can't deny what
this is
Aaliyah's
new
situation
allegations.
was.
You know what I'm saying? It was speculation from then. And at the time, I did what every other industry.
But
dude
can I
said.
ask you this?
Yes, you can.
Listen, when I was in 8th grade, it was a bunch of niggas from high school fucking all girls. When I go to goddamn
Look at
high
y'all.
school,
Look at y'all.
then it's motherfuckers from college fucking all girls. What about the little
Then
boy?
when I go to, little play y'all, and I'm fucking a 3-year-old, she was sort of pampered behind my house, and my fucking little bitch is potty trained.
I
You know
got
what I'm
you.
saying?
You right.
She
You
need a
won.
little girl
You won.
on my
You got it.
and now they just
You
saying
won.
that the DNA evidence
You got it.
means that I was
You
good.
won.
I don't even like no
You
girl.
won.
I
Stop.
like little boys.
Stop.
So what I'm saying is,
But they're fucking all girls.
are y'all in the dress?
Stop. Okay, you won. Okay, you're right. It don't make sense. Yeah, it don't make sense. You're right. I caught it just
again. We like to celebrate our people's careers. There's so many people in this life that every time you got 10 years or more in this game, they want to say you washed up. They want to say it's over for you. They want to say you done. But here at Drink Champs, we celebrate your life. We celebrate your career. We celebrate your accolades. We celebrate what you do. We celebrate you being 6, 7 niggas in one movie. And this is what we're going to do, goddammit.
We celebrate you. We celebrate you by pickling your liver and killing you and making you OD, because we celebrate you, my nigga.
That was terrible. That is terrible.
It ain't so bad.
Alright, give him another shot.
By the way,
give him another
That shit is so strong. This nigga's, look, the marble line just started tearing.
I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna go into Drink Champs history. This is the reason why I knew how much of a real, like, not to say you're not a comedian, but at one point, you know what I'm saying, Jack, at one point we had Jack on Drink Champs, and I had tried to what is it called? FaceTime 2 Chainz.
And rest in peace to Combat Jack that was
Rest
on
in peace
that
to
episode
Combat
as well.
Jack.
Yeah.
So what happened was I was so drunk, like how you said, I didn't actually FaceTime 2 Chainz. I was going like this. Well, 2 Chainz and Jack Thriller actually got to a real argument, right? And I didn't know they had real problems. Like I thought that they was okay.
Yeah, when you walked away, I didn't think it was real.
But Jack, when Jack had walked away, and he this is something that I told him. I said, Jack, because he's a close friend of mine. I said, Jack, I don't care what I ever do. I never stop being a rapper.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna take a piss, I'm gonna do it in hip hop.
Right.
If I'm gonna tie my shoelace, I'm gonna do it hip hop. And I said that was the one time I was disappointed in Jack. I said you stopped being a comedian at that at that moment. You went into 2 Chainz world.
Right.
Like
you lose that battle.
Like 2 Chainz would start calling him. He's like saying shit, and Jack was like he said something back, and I didn't want Jack to actually get mad or get whatever. I wanted him to be a comedian back. And that day that you came to Drink Champs, and that we did not make the AC. Turn off by on
No,
purpose.
it just didn't work.
We didn't pay
the bill that day.
It still don't matter. You have no fucking windows.
listen. But it was that day.
But we upgraded.
It was that day.
So no windows.
It was that day that when you came on us that I hit my man Jack and I said, yo, I was right. Because I didn't know the advice I gave him at first, always be a comedian at all times, 24 hours. But that day, you was like, you have fun with us. But it was really hot. It was really hot. It was really smoky.
Nigga, I thought I was in the projects again, nigga. Sitting in the pussy stairwell.
No, you were in the projects. That area is the project.
Yeah, I seen dead bodies on the way there, nigga.
My compliment I'm trying to say is you stayed a comedian until you actually walked in that car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had footage.
You were still snapping on us. You were still like
that shit was fun.
I mean, and Jack is one of my favorite comedians. I don't know if I ever told him that. So how do you develop that? Jack funny as hell. Jack funny as hell.
I've never seen you before.
I tried to do it on your show one time. Go ahead.
You look like you're gonna be long-winded and talk too much.
But how
do you follow a nigga with one eye? Your story's way better than mine.
But how do you stay into that character? Like that's why I asked you earlier about the method acting. Like how did you always just remain a comedian? Like you know what I'm saying?
I love this shit, man. I've been a comedian since I was 4. Like I love making people laugh. There's nothing more fun than making people laugh. Like I would turn down the baddest bitch for a stage any day. I love that shit, man. The only things that come before my stand up is the things I love more is my family.
Yeah.
God, that. And a few of my friends, but not all of them niggas.
Is that high thought? Yeah, it is a high thought, but it's right on point.
Now I'm high.
Can I tell you something, Marlon?
Yeah.
Yo, the same thing I've always thought about you, even to today. Man, to see it in person, man, you like that. It don't matter what we say, you never gonna stop being funny.
Right.
When I
You sound like an old black woman. Say you ain't never gonna stop being funny, baby. You just keep doing you. For a minute, you started looking like Esther Roll from Good Times. James! Just keep doing your too. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
When that did happen, I was inside my feelings. But when you under the collective of 50 Cent, he be making you feel like you a thug too.
Right, no.
Funny thing about 50 is 50 in a thug. 50 one of the smartest, coolest niggas you ever been around. Like
that's him saying that 50.
Nah, but he's smart,
50
motherfucker,
is
yo.
extremely smart. Like I went to dinner with 50 and he's just so soft spoken. He's
very eloquent.
That nigga wise as fuck.
Yeah.
Right.
Wise. He had something special. Now, he had some bad luck, nigga. He got shot 9 times, nigga, and lived, nigga.
And still
You the Terminator. You supposed to be here after 9.
Right.
Look at you. Got shot? Is that why?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay. Hey, I was wondering the history. I just want to ask you.
When I
Whenever they see, like with his eye, I never asked. Nigga, what happened? Cause like you see people and you don't want to say like, nigga, why your eye like that? Like I want to be a real nigga and ask real questions. And I'm glad you told me, cause nigga, I ain't know. Like I know if you, I could tell you wasn't born like it, cause your legs will be a little shriveled like baby legs, like but okay. And you live.
So Jack.
Only thing you need to do now, nigga, is go drop a rap album and get some of that your own champagne, nigga.
But Jack, so he asked you what happened to your eye. Did you ever?
I was in the car with 50 when they were shooting at him, and I was like, "Hey, stop!" Me and Nose got shot 9. I caught one of the bullets. I caught the 10th bullet.
So what happened really?
I was born blind in my left eye.
I feel bad.
Yeah, or
It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, well,
It was your parents smoking that weed.
yeah. That's what happened for real. My mom was smoking with me.
Smoked your
A hot girl summer and back in '82. Before the City Girls.
She got no regrets.
City boy with it. City boy with
She
it.
got no regrets. Yeah, but I was high as hell.
Let's do another shot.
Nigga missing the eye, but man.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I seen you drinking Ciroc with the white people. I prefer.
Hey man, I drink with niggas too.
All right, come on. Can you drink some of your Ciroc with us? Cause I was offended. I see you with Don Julio, 1942.
But why didn't you have? You ain't got no.
Cause last time we bought you a $200 bottle of some good red. We bought you 3 of them.
So now I'm on punishment, nigga. Now you bring me.
You want to drink punishment?
You want to drink punishment with his feet in the closet? Wow.
We didn't trust you. We bought. Yo, listen. I texted this nigga.
Jack, you should start your own liquor. And
Hey, bro.
Listen.
Do it.
What's gonna
Each bottle,
eye on you?
Do it. Keep
Eye on you?
Listen, each bottle, you know there's a caterpillar in the bottle of tequila? And each bottle is one of your little eyes in there. And you gotta drink that. Yo, brand that shit, Jack. Captain Jack's, my nigga. Captain Jack's.
Oh man,
That made total sense.
That was hard. The little
I wanted to be the Dos Equis man.
Dos Equis?
I wanted to be the most interesting nigga in the world.
You way too big for that, bro.
Hold up. Don't forget, we're streaming on Tidal. Episodes will be released exclusively on Tidal. Make sure to download Tidal.com/drinkchance/offer.
Goddamn, big up the title, big up the whole, but them niggas adjacent.
Big up to Master Appeal, big up to Revolt TV.
Big up to Master Appeal, Peter, Jason, everybody over there. Also big up to Revolt for our partners.
We got party and bullshit. Come on now.
Go, get set.
Give it up to D.
Oh, Party and Moves, that's your show.
That's my show, Party and Bullshit.
Party and Bullshit makes you
That's right. Come on. And we're like, monogamously promiscuous. That's my new album coming out. Me and N.O.R.E got a song on it. That's the first single we dropping. Yep. Marlon doing some skits. I ain't talking to you about it yet. Hey, listen.
I ain't no goddamn skits.
You don't do that no more?
No, nigga.
They can't bring you out of retirement.
No, nigga, I'm rich. No, I'm joking.
So we doing this?
I'm a real nigga. I would do a skit.
Solid.
One, and it gotta be short.
Solid.
Don't have me all day.
Solid. Because I can't be
Because
joking.
we be too emotional on here.
All right. about you is it feels like you're going from like talent to being like the owner. Like it feels like you're going from Derek Jeter playing for
New York,
the Yankees, and to Derek Jeter owning the Marlins.
One day.
the Marlins.
One day.
Oh shit, that was hard.
Because your name Marlon. That was a bar. That was a bar.
No.
Your name Marlon.
Your name Marlon. He just looked at me. he looked at me.
You're kind of high, fuck up my. Yeah, just sit there, man.
You understand
I
what
want
I'm
to
saying?
spank you, nigga, like a little badass kid. You know, little badass kid. And you still want to beat him?
From Derek Jeter going from playing for the Yankees to owning the Marlins.
One day.
Is that the ultimate goal?
I think definitely one day, but for now, you know, I just wanna be Jordan, bro. I'm trying to be the best that I could be in my skin, and just get up there with my heroes and my goats, and try and be a goat myself and leave behind. Every time when I'm gone, the only thing I'm probably dead right now for all this smoke out there.
This is heaven. This is heaven.
It is.
It's purgatory.
Nigga heaven. All I want to leave behind in my legacy is every time you watch something that says Marlon Wayans, that you laugh, you enjoy, and it takes you out of that moment of whatever was going on in your life, that made you laugh and it lifted your spirits, because then when I'm dead, I'm still living in y'all's smiles. Ooh. So that's what I want when I put it out there.
God damn.
How old are you?
He just had a birthday. His birthday is the 23rd.
I'm 47.
Really?
What?
I thought he was
I'm
way younger than
47.
that.
But a black 47, yeah, nigga, you look terrible for it. Listen,
I gotta dye my
47
beard.
is 13 in black hair, so I'm gonna be here for a while. You at 37?
His turn 37 May 7th.
You ain't gonna be here long. You gotta change your life. We should celebrate you. Let's Jack. You a wonderful man.
Give me five.
Even though you wearing a basketball as a flight jacket, even though you got that Planet of the
You give him this obituary while he alive? You give him a live obituary? Yo, this is different, man. I've never seen a live obituary. you woke a shit. Nigga said you ain't gonna be alive long. Damn.
I didn't know I didn't look good to you.
To you.
You got titties, nigga. Any nigga with titties gotta be like, I need to get in the gym. Something ain't right. I gotta get my life together. Sitting there with
I'm a work in progress, bro. God ain't through with me yet. He ain't through with me. We got some more to go.
Okay, all right. So recently, y'all was at the Essence Fest in New Orleans, and the funny thing about it was, I follow most people that went out there, and it was like the comedians had y'all own little section. Like I obviously wasn't there, but it was like y'all all linked up, and then all my rapper friends, they all linked up. Most people would say that's like a conspiracy, like when people get together. Do you feel like that? Is there a conspiracy? Is there Illuminati? Is there blackballing a comedian?
Comedians don't like comedians.
We all friends here?
Okay.
Well, are we all friends here?
Yeah. Y'all don't really fuck with each other?
No, we're friends. We're friends.
Okay.
So would you die for this man?
Yeah.
Can you please tell this nigga that didn't make no motherfucking sense? Somebody tell this nigga he's high and grab his blunt. This nigga just asked a question that had no fucking answer to it. You didn't hear that shit?
I actually tell you right now. Look.
What was it, nigga?
Okay, look. When
you ain't a friend?
No, listen.
Jack, I thought you was a real nigga. This nigga high and y'all ain't going N.O.R.E. I'll
explain it into detail. I explain it into detail. When I looked at it, I seen you. It was Kevin Hart. I believe it was Terrence J. A bunch of y'all that got together. Is that correct? I got this picture from your Instagram.
Terrence J. ain't no
Terrence J. ain't comedian though.
He ain't comedian. All right, damn. All right. That's, all right. And he tried to be on 106 and Park. He tried. He was claiming y'all set.
Yeah, he did.
And y'all niggas ain't shut him down.
Terrence is family. Like that's my guy.
All right. So that's what I'm saying.
Actually, me and him, Terrence is talking about doing something together.
Hold on, so you gonna do something with Terrence before you? Yeah. Oh, that was hate. That was hate.
Right.
That was hate.
That was super.
I would do something with you, but you scare me.
Hold on, so you could have did something with me?
No, real talk.
In 10 years, you could have.
I just would. You would make me not enjoy my lunch. That little eye would be rolling around. I'd be eating the olive. I'm like, I can't eat this.
Tell me what you don't want me to do, and I'm gonna do it.
I forgot what I was asking. I was focused too.
Hey, I got one. Listen here. Listen here. Check this out. Comebacks. Let's talk about comebacks. Now you talked about a. How you spell that?
Combat. Like fighting combat?
Yeah, C-O-M.
Come back.
C-O-M-E.
He said combat.
Yeah, he said
combat.
He said, come on back.
Come back? What? C-O-M-E. That don't sound good.
Hey, listen. For comedian comebacks. There we go. Comedian comebacks.
Ooh.
Eddie Murphy, Jamie Foxx. Now, Eddie Murphy came to your house when you were a little boy and inspired you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jamie Foxx, you worked with him on Living Color.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you rather see
Well,
more?
you said Eddie schooled him as a little boy? I don't
He
understand.
came in your house.
You went to Eddie
Fox
house?
Fox, I love Fox, man. Fox is one of
Fox is
You skipping over the fact that he went to Eddie's house as a little boy? Is this what the
You
heck
gotta
is?
give it to Eddie
That's what he
Murphy,
said.
man.
He said he went to Eddie's house as a little boy.
No, Eddie Murphy came to his house when he
His
was a little
house?
boy.
His house?
To see Kenan. To see Kenan, because you know Kenan helped with
I
goddamn
hate how you talk about my family like he know the story. You don't know him, nigga.
He said, shut up. He knows your
I
life.
know for fact. You not saying that like you fucking my mama. I fucked the mama. I know. She told me the bitch be pillow talking. Facts.
Hey, facts. Hey, you know how many niggas for Oprah go? You know Oprah was promiscuous.
What the fuck?
What are you talking about? You will never make it. You will never make it.
Let's go back.
You peaked. Oprah will buy your eye and do disgusting things with it. Stop talking about Oprah.
That ain't gonna never happen again.
She can buy you to put different things in your eye. Put an orange in there, nigga. A woman.
Hey, Eddie Murphy, Jamie Foxx. Who you want to see to come back more?
What, on
I
stand up?
love Jamie Foxx.
Stand up.
I love Jamie.
Stand up.
Jamie's my guy. I love Jamie. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Jamie Foxx would want to see Eddie Murphy.
Hell yeah. And he's doing it.
Like, being that we are students of the game, me, Jamie, and Jamie's a fucking legend and a GOAT. I love that nigga. But Eddie Murphy? That nigga? Come on, man.
But
Only thing more exciting than Eddie Murphy doing stand-up again would be if we dug up Richard Pryor and was able to bring him back to life and let him do stand-up.
I'm down.
That's the only way.
But that's funny because like the Richard Pryor
Eddie's a
movie
goat.
seems like the Chupacabra right now.
It hasn't happened, right?
We
Officially
think it
yet.
exists, but
I
we
don't
don't
know.
really
I stopped
know.
talking about
We ain't gonna be here.
The
We
Richard
ain't gonna be here. We ain't gonna be on Earth when that happen.
Wait, man.
Yeah,
We gonna
man,
be
listen,
that.
here's the thing.
That's some Ray shit.
No.
It's some Ray type shit.
Raid or
Ray? Race.
Ray Charles.
Well, Ray Charles got made.
Ray Charles
though,
is a good movie.
Later on, he died when the shit came out. The same year it came out,
But
he
Richard Pryor is
died.
dead already though.
No.
I did.
Is he?
Yeah.
he?
Richard Pryor is
I
dead,
did,
brother. Yes.
I did, but I don't think that we're gonna be here, or we ain't gonna be able to enjoy it because we really understand what it means to us for Richard Pryor or
I understand
or
what you're saying, but it was already in the making though. It was already in the
I
making.
mean, it's been way many years.
No,
He
tell me
was
what it means.
for
Tell me what it
the
means when it's in the making.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you
I don't
in
know.
Obviously,
Hollywood.
if he says it's not really popping, it's
How long
obviously
Richard Pryor been
close.
trying to be a movie? How long Richard Pryor been trying to be a movie? Hey, let me get some more champagne.
Okay, I got it.
What you said, nigga? You got so high, you ain't talking English no more.
Pop another one.
This nigga's talking slave after you want me. I'm you, Mr. I like it. And you take
stop.
some master. Is that you, maybe?
And get another bottle, shout it.
What the fuck you want us to get?
Another bottle. Another bottle.
This nigga went and took another shit.
Yeah.
Yo, hey,
There we
Smoke
go.
blunts and take shits.
Yeah.
No, you know it. You got a fucking show to do, nigga.
yo, have y'all,
This nigga crazy. Gonna leave us here.
yo, Marlon, y'all seen that they put the Eddie Murphy flicks Delirious is on Netflix now.
Yeah.
So that tells me that I think he might be doing it on Netflix. But if you watch it now, it's a different movie now when you watch it. When I was a little kid, it was crazy. And now I'm watching it.
Say it. Say it, white boy. Say it.
Stop calling me a white boy, because I swear to God, ain't no white boy here, bro.
Y'all getting violent. It's almost time to leave. That's y'all hear this ruckus. And you say why I drink with white folks?
You know what he just said?
Niggas do
He
this.
said, my man, he just said that Raw don't hold up.
No, I didn't say that. And it wasn't Raw, it was Delirious I was talking about.
No, the lyrics hold up.
They both
First of all, I didn't say Raw, that's number one. I'm
both
talking about
hold
Delirious. They both hold up. I'm just saying it's a different movie when you
Can I
watch
get a better
it
beer?
as an adult.
I'm sorry.
Now I'm not fucking carrying your shit no more.
Alright, so
Which one is not empty? Can you pass me the one that's not empty?
The one with the smoke
All right,
on it.
because what's the name of this shit
I think
again?
he's trying to build a
Let's shim their watch.
Let's shim their
The
watch.
King's style.
We trying to get motherfucking sponsored.
Yeah.
Yes.
50, I did what I was supposed to do.
You did, and you wore a power hat.
I told you the nigga ain't speaking English no more. He's speaking slave. I ain't no more both to do.
3 is our lucky number, and that's how we ended. Let's do 3.
I ain't both to do.
3 shots?
Yeah, that's it.
Now what you say there, Mr. N.O.R.E?
Now, I know making people laugh. It has to be one of y'all.
But they ain't answer the last
Okay, go ahead. Tell us some questions.
Leg question. Ain't no ST in that motherfucker. Leg question.
Hell yeah. Ellie Murphy or
Ellie Murphy? Who's Ellie Murphy? Who the fuck is Ellie Murphy?
It's Ellie Murphy. That's who it is. Ellie Murphy in the leg. The leg dead.
I like Ellie Murphy. Ellie Murphy.
Allie Murphy, a good nigga. I know Allie Murphy, man. Allie Murphy, man.
I told you he's speaking slave, nigga.
Me and him did a couple shots together, Allie Murphy, man.
We got to get on the Allie Murphy movie.
Allie Murphy. So, Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor, you saying?
No, Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx or Eddie Murphy?
Jamie Foxx or Ellie Murphy.
Oh, he answered it. He said he thinks
Jamie
Jamie
Foxx
Foxx
is an
will want to
X-Fox.
see Eddie Murphy on stage. I
Jamie
remember
Foxx would want to see Eddie Murphy. Because we all fans of Eddie's. And all of us.
I gotta tell you.
Let's talk about the sign of the time. Sign of the time. Lil Duval just came out with "Living My Best Life." Now remember when Jamie Foxx tried to do a whole album when after Wanda, Living Color, the season he broke out. People didn't take him seriously.
That's true.
Now it's completely acceptable. Eddie Murphy tried to do it.
Oh,
He
wait,
tried to
Jamie
do
Foxx
it.
was doing it.
Jamie Foxx tried to do it afterwards.
But he did it though. He did it though. I feel like Jamie Foxx did it
Ask
though.
me who
Are you trying to see
music
Bone coming out with an album?
I would want to get first. Oh, Jamie gonna get that one. But you asking me about comedy. And you talking about Eddie. Eddie had some dope hits too. Come on.
Oh, he had crazy hits.
How could it be?
And
How
Party All the
could
Time.
it be that you don't love me?
Eddie had Rick James on the ad-libs.
Yeah.
No, writing the lyrics.
Girl,
He was
wants
writing
to
shit.
party all the time,
Party all the time, party all the time.
My girl likes to party all the time, party all the time.
Maybe not the usual. Everybody in my party is VIP. Let the people in, baby. Who is that? That's it. That's Jamie Foxx.
Why you ain't say blame it on the goose? Why you ain't go
Oh,
there?
I forgot about that shit.
That was something popular.
I go down.
It don't sound like it. It sounds like you bought the
That
B-side.
wasn't on Eddie's album.
Yeah, I was gonna get that album now.
Oh, you gotta go with the hits then. Jay. You gotta go with the hits.
Let him on the Ames and him on the.
Blame it on the goose.
He thought we had a playlist.
Yeah. Salute. It's the last shot. 3 is the lucky number.
Oh shit.
When did you make that shit up?
No, 3 is already
Three last time.
Where's his cup? Where your cup at?
Oh no, we gotta get him one.
Yeah, get him. No, nigga. Get him the Tiger
Shit, that
cup.
what?
Wait, he got?
It's
He
the
got?
king.
Pick up your tiger
Oh,
cup.
he got it right there.
It's to the left of your left.
Oh, that nigga had them put it on the blind side.
They put it on your blind side.
Funny other time, funny other time, funny other time.
Oh shit.
Once
That's why I don't beef with no more. Cause I was in St. Louis and I was hosting the show. 2 Chainz were booked on the show, and they had called him up. I was by the stage, about to go back up. Nigga was right by me. I was looking at him. He looking at me. I was like, he looked at me and they were like, yo, y'all give it up for 2 Chainz. He didn't get a chance to whoop my ass right then. He could have took my whole
left side off.
All off. That's when I became a comedian again and realized that I was a bitch ass nigga and I'm not supposed to be beefing with nobody. And 2 Chainz, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I was on some bullshit. I'm a comic. Nigga, you the shit. All the girls I ever dated after we was beefing loved all your albums. I was mad at you.
Confessional?
I was mad at you.
We just got an
Hey, zoom in, zoom the camera in, zoom the camera.
I was mad. I was wrong.
moment out this thing.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Start crying.
And nigga gave a sincere apology.
One tear.
Romantically. I just want to say, nigga, it was my bad.
Molly.
My bad.
That nigga called you Molly. He said Molly.
He slave talking again. Listen, 2 Chainz, I want to apologize if I done hurt your feelings.
I had to call.
Please don't whoop me anymore.
Molly, I talked to 50. I said, hey man, me and 2 Chainz going in it right now. I thought we were finna ride on him. And we were gonna kill him. I thought we were gonna shoot him 9 times.
50 said, nigga, I've been shot 9 times. I ain't gonna get it in 10.
That's exactly what he said. Hey, get 2 Chainz on the phone. They got off the phone and I said, hey, so yeah, what that bitch ass nigga talking about? Yeah, we about to do the new music video in about a couple days and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We got a dope ass song we about to do. Oh, we ain't finna kill him? He wasn't my friend. He said, yeah, you better leave 2 Chainz alone before you get jumped, nigga. And that's when I realized I'm a comedian. I'm not a gangster. I got his
I also
back.
want to say this. You ain't a star. Niggas interview ain't about you. Can we get back to this motherfucking movie I'm promoting, please? Nobody want to hear about you and your stupid ass beef. Beefing with rich niggas, nigga, you can't win.
Let's go. No, let's drink this shot.
To me, not you, nigga.
It's all about you.
To 2 Chainz, please shoot this nigga for me.
Next times.
Whoa! Nah, nigga, that wasn't good enough. Oh man, hold on, let me get my life together.
Woo! Now look at the way. He's like, get that.
That's so good.
Don't you feel high like you ain't got no more questions? This is like a 4-hour interview.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nigga, I never talked to anybody
You all
this long.
wanna,
Y'all talking about my mama this long.
you are one of the most exciting guests. You're one of the most funniest guests. And the thing about it is all improv. It's all natural. We just throw you an alley-oop.
the dome.
We throw you an alley-oop and you always dunk the ball.
Thank you, brother.
So we are honored, man, because you know what?
Absolutely.
I studied you prior to you coming to Drink Champs, and I was blown away. But then after listening to certain things that you said, like from Minister of Society, knowing that you had things in part of producing that and all that.
Don't be a menace.
Don't be a menace. You know what I meant. And I went and I really, really feel like you're at the next plateau. I know I said that earlier in the interview, but I feel like this is the movie. Like I feel like it's gonna be, because I think this is what I think. I think a lot of people didn't give you the time of day because you come from such a funny family that they just expect you to be funny, and that's like funny should be hereditary. I don't think it is.
No, that's why there's only 6 of us doing it and the other 4 ain't.
And
Not that they ain't funny, but it takes a lot to do.
So that's my point. Being is I think that sometimes people are just supposed to think you're just supposed to be funny.
Here's the thing. Let me break it down.
Okay.
See, when my brothers came out to California, they had 20 years to cultivate themselves into
great.
And they was knocking a lot of bitches down too, for real. Let's throw that out there.
Oh, Keenan was.
Let's throw that out there. Let's throw that out there.
Keenan for sure was.
Okay.
That nigga wasn't wearing drawers to the club. So this nigga was the 80s. This nigga wasn't
coming on with a condom already.
Yeah, condom, nigga, not the 80s.
He's like,
He had a good time, but what I'm saying is, so they had 20 years to develop, right? When me and Sean started doing it, Sean was in LA all of a year,
right,
in Living Color. When I came on, I had more money, right? And then in Living Color, but understand, we didn't have the time to cultivate ourselves into being great individual comedians yet.
You want another shot?
No. So,
That's what that means.
Tranquille. My nephew. So what people are witnessing now is I've done my work. This is you met Marlon when he first came in the game. Now you're meeting Marlon 20, 30 years later, where now that nigga's hitting the stride that I could have got if I came out and made it later. So me and Sean had all these expectations about how great we gonna be based on, but my brothers had the time to cultivate themselves into great comedic minds. Me and Sean grew up in the eyes. People watched our development, right? So now you see...
Kind of like you were stunned in a sense at that point.
Do the siblings that is not comedians wish they was comedians now?
No. The ones that ain't comedian... See, you want me to think something else. I'm going to finish this thought.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a bitch ass nigga.
No, you ain't a bitch ass nigga. I would never say that to you, sir. Now, 2 Chainz may, but no. So what I'm saying is, when I first came in the game, there was all this expectation of me being great, right? But great takes time. It takes you years to get to that great point. Isaiah Thomas, before he finally got the championship, had to lose to Magic 2-3 times, to Bird 2 or 3 times. Before Jordan got to be the 6 rings nigga, he had to lose in the playoffs to the fucking Detroit. He had to lose to Boston.
The Bad Boys.
Right.
The Bad Boys of basketball.
Detroit.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Detroit.
But it takes time to cultivate yourself into great. And what people now, with me, I get to express now. You see the greatness, because I'm not the greatness. I'm only gonna big up myself. Now you see.
I will say
No, I'm not. No.
I love you.
I'm headed toward it. I'm not gonna big up. But I'm saying now you see the development of the work that I'm doing. That it's not a mistake, and I'm getting better because I go back, I learn something new. I go to do stand-up. It's scary as fuck. I learn something new. I go do these movies that I write and produce. I learn something new. Now everything 10, 20 years later, now you're seeing the development of where I'm at. It takes 10,000 hours to be great at anything. That's in the book Outliers. And I'm just now logging my 10,000 hours. And what people are seeing, what you will see when you see this movie, is there's not a lot of niggas on this planet that can do what I just did. What Eddie did, what Pryor did, like to play 7 motherfuckers is not in makeup, 7 hours of makeup, 45 pounds
he's
in
making
the
passes
heat.
at you. I don't know if he's making passes at you. He keeps saying
He been semi-gay the whole fucking time.
No, I know I'm not gay.
Like,
I'm gonna tell you when I realized I wasn't gay. When I found out Prince was a man, I was cool with that. I used to get him and Halle Berry confused.
Until then it was Prince.
Let's get back to what he was saying.
Prince is okay.
that was all.
Prince is a man.
But until he wasn't.
Prince is a man. I thought he wasn't.
All I'm saying is, it takes you time to cultivate yourself into being great at anything.
Right.
And now I think with this movie, I got to apply before you die. I got to apply all the shit that I've been learning to this movie. And to me, it's my best work to date. And is it a multi-picture deal with Netflix? No, I'm
one-off?
One-offs.
Oh, one-off.
Yeah, one-off.
No, but it's like a franchise. This is like you don't have a
I feel like it's going to be so much more.
Because you know what I think? One of the Sextuplets is going to have a Sextuplets.
That's a high thought.
I appreciate this.
That is a high thought.
One of the Sextuplets.
You should be the 6th one.
I ain't gonna lie.
With Sextuplets.
Yeah,
and then they have Sextuplets.
Hey, hold on. I want to clear something up. If I was gay, I wouldn't fuck.
Wait, we going back.
I'm just letting you know. You know what I'm trying to tell you? I would be a gay virgin. I would be a gay virgin for the rest of my life. If I couldn't find my soulmate, I would be a gay virgin for the rest of my life.
Basically, you just let dudes dry hump you. It's fucking weird.
I'm trying to see what's going on. Like, what you talking about, bro? And then we go from there. What you talking about? If you're not on the same wavelength I'm on, as a person,
It's the wavelength.
This nigga right here, I've never smoked when you were drunk. You get high and just start hitting on niggas. Stop looking at me on genteel.
Gentile.
With his beautiful nail band.
It's just glossy. This shit glossy the motherfucker.
Oh, chubby baby.
Now, is it? Because you know, a lot of times I feed off of energy.
It's
Like
a
when
6-hour interview, nigga. It can't be. We can't talk this long.
No,
This woman got a mustache. This is crazy. Tell me this girl ain't got a mustache.
it's 7.
You see his ponytail? Nigga. He got that messy ponytail.
Alright, we gonna wrap it up. Let's go.
hold on, I have one more, man. Hold on.
Let's go raw, baby. Let's go raw, baby.
One more game.
Let's go raw.
These blunts are dipped in somebody's booty hole and then you smoke them. Because you smoke these and you just start having real gay thoughts.
Hey, listen.
Yo, sucking dick got flavor,
Can I
nigga.
say something? Can I say something?
You ain't. Nigga, sorry, nigga.
So
Sucking dick got flavor, nigga.
check it out, right?
Suck something with pineapple. No. Salt vinegar.
Hey, so like we were talking about earlier, being woke-ish. You know, that transgender community, you can't say nothing about that. I see where y'all like where you going with that?
Yeah, where you going with that?
Where are you going?
Where you from?
And now we talking about, because a lot of people gonna say, like people gonna bring up that about the Young Buck situation.
Oh shit.
With the training situation. Okay. And it can happen to anybody.
Okay.
It can happen to anybody where you could meet a tranny and you think it's a girl, but it's a girl. Like you've been in the industry for a long time, Marlon.
You've been in
Like how many times somebody tried to try you and you were like, hey, no, you crocodile done date him. And you were like, no, that's not.
These thoughts do not represent the Marlon at all.
Or Drink Champs.
Or his family, or Drink Champs. This nigga is clearly on his own.
I'm just saying, like has a cranny, a cranny.
Old transgender. A cranny.
Wait. Are you asking?
Old transgender.
Are you asking, did he ever beat Terry Crews? But you also flipped on Terry Crews on Twitter. You told him.
Oh yeah. You showed me.
He said.
Sorry, nigga, time out.
On Twitter.
You ain't about to have me apologize like this nigga. I was gonna say the thing.
So Terry Crews, on Twitter, Terry Crews.
Terry's like a brother.
On Twitter, Terry Crews said, "White girls too, stand." And then you retweeted that and said, "Relax, big guy."
I never said that. That's very toxic.
That's aggressive?
That's aggressive and toxic.
Okay, what did you say?
I said.
Slow
I
down.
forgot. Somebody pull it up. I forgot what I said. Whatever I said, I guarantee you, it was respectful. That nigga's buff as fuck.
Right.
But you did talk about cranberries.
And he did try to fuck you with white girls.
Marlon, sometimes when we leave the club as a comedian,
As a comedian.
When are you gonna stop talking slave? Somebody teach this nigga to read. A cranny, a comedian. Stop making a fucking word.
Is that like chlamydia?
but like you know, sometimes you be like, I don't have to have a bad bitch tonight. tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and get me a regular bitch tonight. You know what I'm talking about? Well, you don't have to have J-Lo. You be like, okay, I'll take that hoe. You know what I'm saying? And when you just don't, you lower your standards a little bit. And in the process of lowering your standards, sometimes it's some ugly ass women that look like they gonna give it up. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? It's some ugly girl that gonna give it up.
I'm sorry. I was
And
trying
so
to figure out your purpose.
It's some
Not just in the show. In life. What's going on here?
I'm just saying it's some Manny Fresh looking women out there. And now you translate it. They be tranny fresh.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta fuck somebody high. It don't always have to be beautiful.
Hey, look at my man Richard Pryor, right? You read Pryor Convictions. He said
he had a dig or two.
He had a dig or two.
He actually did in his stand-up. He did.
He said it.
So that shit is real. That's facts. It's confirmed.
You know, he definitely
said it. Yeah,
he definitely.
He's he goes in his stand-up. He goes, he's at the Improv and he's doing to me one of a brilliant set of exploration and exploration.
And
of
what does he say, Marlon?
Truth, and he was just like, "You ever suck a dick?"
Yeah.
And it got that quiet.
Then you sound just like him too when you said it.
And it got that fucking quiet.
You see how y'all doing?
And then he went, and then he said,
Wait, you saying you doing Richard Pryor shit right now?
No, I'm saying I ain't suck a dick. I didn't suck a dick.
And then he said, then he goes at the end of the bit, you ever suck a dick? Just sucking dick. You get addicted to sucking dick, Jack. And then it got quiet. And then he goes, nah, I'm just playing. And then he went, nah, I ain't. Like, I'm going to retract my statement, but then I'm going to come back
with
and
the truth.
say, fuck y'all, this is truth. And that's why Pryor is the most brilliant comedian, because the nigga spoke in truth.
I don't know if it matters or not. It may not matter or not, but is it truth or not? Do we know?
What?
That part.
That he sucked a dick.
Yeah, well,
I don't feel like no grown man is meant to suck a dick unless you suck the dick.
I can only tell you from.
Because he white, he can suck a dick and get away with it. But when you
Because you purple, you an asshole.
When you black, yo, when you suck a dick, you Tyler Perry.
What? Don't know. I don't know. I guess I'll be wet in that part.
Y'all just changed the whole connotation of drink champs.
No, Jack Thriller just changed the whole.
Drink champs. What they drinking on though? We drink champs because we guzzle it all. Ain't that right, Jack Triller? That's what I'm saying, y'all.
Man, let me tell you something. I can't thank you enough. Again, I want to.
But like I said, I don't know facts. I'm just saying from what we read in books. I'm not gonna sit there and go and out nobody out the way.
But he could have been as genius to play with everybody's minds and say something that might not have been true.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
It's in his book.
Richard burnt himself on
Can you
fire.
still be blackballed, Marlon? Can you still be blackballed for anything?
Stupid opinions.
Stupid opinions inside a viral community, inside a social media community. You just see people blow up overnight.
Yeah, but you also see people blow down. Mm-hmm. So it's not always a blow up. Sometimes you blow up in the wrong way. You don't want to be, you got to be smart about what you say. You have to be responsible and respectful in your thoughts. We live in a place in a society where with some of the things you say, you have to think before you do it. Now, I kind of like the fact that I can't just say this shit no more. They have to find a way to say it.
It's a strategy?
It makes you a better comedian. Because when I do television shows like the Marlon Show, hold on, let me have a smart thought before you bring stupid in here. Fuck.
Marlon Show.
You have to learn how to say things without saying it. If I'm doing a TV show, I gotta understand. People trying to sell soap. They're trying to sell Snickers. They're trying to sell Coca-Cola. So I can't just do and say what I want to say.
We got smoke champs
but
in California.
here's how you say it.
You gotta be clever.
Hey, so speaking of that, hey, listen, it's a whole bunch of new brands that ain't got as much money as the biggest corporation companies that do commercials and whatnot. They will buy the same ads, but they would sponsor a modern day Marlon. You know what I'm saying? And to keep the life going on. Marlon.
So we won't be sponsored by crack. If you damn, you want pimps to invest.
You got me. All right, you won. That makes sense. All right, go ahead.
No, nigga,
You got me.
You don't want to, I don't want to go to the fucking cartel and get fucking money to do my product.
You won. I got it.
I got people,
Yeah,
killers, murderers that need to invest their money.
I just needed to know. I was
Listen,
under the gun, Marlon. I was under the gun. I needed to know.
Okay, but Marlon, you're one of the funniest people on the planet. We want the people.
I'm
to-
also one of the highest niggas in the planet.
And also the highest nigga. And
Right now.
Take another sip.
You're an astronaut. You're an astronaut. Welcome to the astronaut club.
I don't know how
But we want to tell you how much we appreciate you.
I'm scared what this interview is going to be.
Hold on.
Can we make sure that you look through this? Because I don't know what the fuck.
Nobody's editing.
No one's editing. But listen, what I'm saying is, so many people, like in our culture, we don't big up each other. And you said that earlier in the interview, and that's what Drink Champs is about. Drink Champs is about giving people their flowers while they can smell them, their thoughts while they can tell them, they smoke while they can think them, and they drinks while they can drink them. And our culture, our society, and when I say our culture, our society, I don't mean race necessarily. I mean hip hop. I mean the generation, the fraternity of hip hop. We have to start bigging each other up. We have to say, yo, Marlon, what you doing is crazy. I know you bust your ass. I know you went crazy playing 7 different roles, and I know that. And you know what? We appreciate that because you busting your ass to make sure I laugh. And you know what? I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
I'll drink to that shit.
You want another shot or you want a regular? Let's do another shot. I mean, but let me just continue my speech because
we'll end it with the shot.
Yeah, we end it with the shot because you know what? As comedians, yes, that's yours. Damn, where's mine go?
I don't want to sit behind you.
Okay, yeah, because as comedian, you know what? There's plenty of times where we go through deaths and we go through breakups with females and we go through so many shit and we'll go to you guys and you guys will save our lives. And it's very seldomly that we get a chance to say, you know what, white chicks made me laugh until I peed my pants. It's very seldomly I get a chance to say, little man made me, go watch that. We don't get a chance to say that to your face, eye to eye, like men. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say that to you. I want to give you your flowers while you're alive.
Well, I appreciate that,
what I'm saying?
man. I appreciate
one of the craziest things about John Singleton was when John Singleton passed away. One of the first things I did was go to a Drink Champs interview. Because you know why? I knew I was bigging that man up on there. I knew I was giving him his flowers. It doesn't say anything's happening to you or any or one of us.
I was about to say, nigga, I can use this in my eulogy, nigga.
No.
We'll provide it for your family. Don't worry about it.
No, on a serious note, is because our culture, our society.
You gotta get him first, because he ain't gonna be here too long.
Our culture, our society has to start this. We have to start saying that, you know what, I enjoy what you're doing, so he can be better, so he can make this person better.
We gotta look for love, man.
And that's
everybody
the thing
gotta stop looking to bring people down and build people up, because we
I watched this episode of King of Queens, right? And the minute Doug, I'm so sorry, this is not reality at all, but just hear me out. The minute Doug got a job, he worked for IPS, which is UPS. But they can't use it. And as soon as Doug got a job, his uncle came to see him. And when his uncle came to see him, his uncle said, "Can you give your cousin a job?" It's shit that we don't see in the black community at all. We get a job, we're like, this is our shit.
I'm sorry, this nigga high.
No, listen, no, hear me out.
He's high,
No,
or
hear me
I'm
out.
high.
No, hear me out.
Because these are really brilliant or stupid
Most of the
as fuck.
time, it's both.
Where did you go? Because
Hold on, hear me out.
It's like
Most of the
Jackie
time you get a job.
The honeymoon, you know what I'm saying?
Hear me out, no problem. And I'll give it back to you. Most of the time you get a job. In our community, you get a job and you're taught to keep your job. Keep it away from the hood. That's not what they're taught in these other communities. The other communities is taught to get a job and go help your homeboy, go help your cousin, go help everybody else. This is not what's taught in our community. That's the reason why you see most of these people here that's here tonight.
But that's
they
why
look like hanger-ons. They ain't no hanger-ons.
But that's the
Everyone
importance.
here is
That's
important to
what
this
we're
show.
saying, right? The importance of what we're saying is that we as a culture have to start embracing ours.
That's
and I
my
want
point.
everybody to start embracing theirs and
My
start
point.
looking at what's great about somebody and stop looking about what's bad about somebody.
God damn it.
Because there's
God damn it.
something great in everybody.
God damn it.
And we truly, really have to big up each other, and don't be afraid of our culture. We have to look at the bad times and go, you know what? That's what led us to the good times. You know what I mean? So we just got celebration, brother. Celebrate.
God damn it. God damn it. Salud. Salute. Come on, where you at, Jack?
Oh, here you go.
And this is truly the last question.
I love you.
I know I was high.
He told you he loved you 4 times. I don't know why. Shit got weird.
I'm waiting for you,
But-
Jack.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got one eye. I got one
that
eye.
shit.
Truly the last question.
Yeah.
As a comedian who has no...
Drink it, nigga.
Oh, we already drunk?
Yeah, come on. So, and maybe this question goes to both of y'all, but definitely to Marlon first.
Yeah.
As a comedian who has no holds barred, right? We just went through 2 of the most horrific American shootings.
Yeah.
When is it time for a comedian to make fun of that? Obviously not today. Obviously, you know, but when
I guarantee you, there's
Immediately.
at least 200 comedians on stage right now doing material about that.
about the shooting, and
Yeah,
are you
because
think,
for
are you
a
think they're doing
comedian,
it race related?
I don't think it's never too soon.
Never.
I think
Why?
to tell the jokes, because our job is to go into those dark caves and
And
come out
yeah.
with laugh and
Yeah.
come out with joy
Find the light in
and
that
come out
shit.
with glee.
Yeah.
So in those times when people are hurting, if you can come and find something funny that make the most hurt people laugh hard, then you did them a justice because that's what I do with my life. I find the funny, and that's what we do as comedians is find the funny. So you can't get mad at me for doing my job. It's like being mad at a fireman.
How do you
because
find the funny in
he's in a burning
9/11?
building going to find rescue, going to rescue.
Like, how do you find
bodies.
the funny in 9/11 or this?
I guarantee you, if I was to sit there
Okay.
and think about it for a long enough time, I would come with at least 5 minutes of humor.
Wow.
That I can tell in front of some of those officers that risk their lives for us and make those people laugh. That's a good joke, and I did my job because I took, you know, the worst situation
pain.
and I made people smile with it. That's my job. So
Right.
you can't get mad at me doing my job.
All right. Goddamn it. Make your noise.
Hey, listen, I was helping a nigga move when 9/11 was going on. And that was in,
So you really on that shit? You was helping a nigga move?
I was helping a nigga move.
What happened?
I need a couple dollars. But look here.
And what you did something strange for a piece of change?
Yeah, I had to help a nigga move.
You had to fuck my book.
I had to help a nigga move with furniture.
This nigga's like one of the women in Black Panther movies.
Hey, listen. We got some more famous shit to do, man. We better get out of here, man. Great thing.